Hey, there we go. What is going on? What's up, John? How you doing, man? Good morning. Oh, wait. Let me unmute you. Can you hear me? Let me see.
Can you hear me, Zach?
Yes, I could hear you. If you could just also unmute yourself on the vertical studio too, and then we'll be good.
1 second.
Usually if you can see in your little window at the bottom, there should be a little microphone button where you could click unmute. I can't unmute you for some reason because it's saying you chose to mute yourself.
Yep, got it. My audio wasn't working.
I think you might still be muted on the vertical studio. Like I could hear you on the other studio, but
Okay.
the one. There we go. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Nice.
There we go.
Cool.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Prop for Match TV on this Tuesday. How are you doing, John? Good to have you here, man.
Yeah, doing good. I can only be here for 30 minutes today, but yeah, happy to be here. Check in and say hi to everyone.
Sweet, man. Yeah. I mean, it's been a pretty chill week so far. We're only on Tuesday. I personally was red in the morning session and then made it back in PM. So ended the day green, like up a couple $100 on some top one futures accounts. But that's really the main thing for me. Biggest update since you and I have chatted is I also passed like 12 Apex accounts.
Sweet.
So I got those activated last night, and I was able to take advantage of the $40 activation fee, which I think is still going on. So code match, you guys can get that. So it wasn't even that expensive to activate 12 accounts, which was just like super, super cool. But those are my big updates. What about you? Anything going on the trading side of things, prop for match? Like what's new?
Yeah, trading side, I'm still treading water a little bit with my funded account. I'm optimistic though that I'll get it to a good place. Yeah, just been taking a few trades a day. Yeah, the market's been interesting. It's been interesting to analyze. We're kind of a little bit in the weeds, I feel, so things get a little interesting, at least from my analysis. As far as prop for match, there's a lot going on with that, so I've been mostly focused on prop for match. We did have Black Friday and Cyber Monday yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yep, and then we're ramping up a little teaser for the awards, the PFM 2025 awards, which is going to be super cool. We have a lot of things planned for it. Yeah, so a lot going on with PFM for sure.
Interesting, man. How does the PFM awards work? Can you give us like a breakdown of that?
Yes, we have 29 categories. I think it might be 30 now, actually, but yeah, 29, 30 categories for Forex and futures. So we have things like, bestsellers and a lot of awards related to reviews and how different traders review each of the firms. So I won't list off all the categories. You'll see the categories soon enough. We're launching it very soon, and I'll keep everyone posted. But yeah, essentially, different firms win an award for different categories. Yeah, hopefully that
Futures and Forex, like separate divisions?
Yep, futures and Forex. Yep. So
Awesome.
like, for reviews, we have like best trading conditions, best rules, best payout process. And so based on what traders have reviewed for the firm will win an award based off of that. And yeah, we have a lot of categories, so it gets interesting for sure.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's sweet. That is super cool. Keep an eye out for that, guys. I'm sure John will keep us updated. But yeah, man, the markets have been a little bit in a range on the higher time frame, right? Do you think you've been having an issue with the ranging price action? Like I'm just looking at the 4 hour here, and I don't know. On one hand, it's been like a pretty clean.
I lost you.
You lost me?
Yeah. Okay. I think I got you.
Good to go. Cool. By the way, just want to say good morning to
My
the
bad.
chat.
My computer is bugging out with my audio.
No worries. Sometimes if you don't have headphones in because we're running two studios, the audio can be a bit looped.
Can you hear
But
me? Oh, sorry.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll go in and out where the audio will sound a little bit like you're hearing from both studios. It doesn't affect the viewers. But what can help it is if you use headphones. But that's, your call.
Yeah. So I got the audio working now. I think it's because I connected my headphones. I got the Beats Pro. So it picks it up on my laptop sometimes, but then it automatically changes my audio settings. So then I lose audio. Anyway, it's a technical.
They're too smart sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I think so. Like it's now switching my audio. So I just put the headphones in the case. Like hopefully it doesn't detect it, and it doesn't mess up my audio.
I think we're good. I hear you loud and clear. So,
All right,
but
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, man. I also just want to say good morning to the chat. Seeing a bunch of our regulars filtering in. What's going on, everyone? We got Stoic Jake coming on. He's been pretty much a regular lately. Chat really loves seeing Stoic Jake's outlook on the market. We both trade like base hits, 1-to-1s, but we do trade different technical analysis styles. So it's always cool to see if we agree on what we think is going to happen for the day or on the bias. Sometimes we disagree. So and we just always have good conversations. So we got that going at 9:30 as always when our guests come on, guys. And we got a ton of giveaways to do as well. We got our sponsors. Shout out our sponsors: Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, and Aqua Futures. So a ton of giveaways to do. And yeah, man, I mean, in regards to the markets, I've been doing relatively well. Like I can give an update on these Top One Futures accounts, guys. This is where we're at so far. I did take a little Asia scalp last night. In hindsight, man, if I held that trade, I could have had my max profit for the day done, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. But this is where we're at on these Top One Futures accounts. I'm trading 5 of the 50K instant funded. Just trying to get to that first payout. I'm hoping I can do it before the new year. I think we're on track to, but we'll see. Last week was my first week. This is the calendar so far. So one red day on Thanksgiving, but it was really just more of a flip day. I wasn't trading on Thanksgiving. I'm not a degen like that. It was more just to log a trading day because on Top One Futures, you need 10 minimum days. So I figured don't need to waste the day if the market's open, at least get that logged. So when it does come time to take a payout, I'll be ready to go with that. But other than that, we've been green. Yesterday, I think was the hardest day for me. You guys saw on stream, I don't know if you were tuning in, John, you were probably busy, but I was on with Luna and we took a nice short. Like I took a really good A+ short setup. And, I'm a lot more used to Tradeovate, like the way the interface works. So I kind of fat fingered the trade and closed out by accident early for like $70 profit. And then it just like ran straight to the TP. Like it was just beautiful trade, man. So that led me, and this is something I kind of want to talk about, is like, it's not tilt, but it's me not thinking clearly after that because I was annoyed. Like I was genuinely kind of annoyed by it because I wasted a good opportunity on a technical mistake. And then I proceeded to try to catch the exact same trade, even though the trade was over, which I'm sure we've all done, some variation of that. And I ended up being down like 400 on the day. So nothing crazy. My daily loss limit is 1250 on these accounts, but it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. So I chilled for a little bit, went and had some lunch, came back, and then I did end up catching a short. The short was on this move right here. We call that the last sell-off into the afternoon. Or wait, that's 10 a.m. So where is it? Oh, I'm on the 4 hour. Here we go. 5 minute. I think it was right here. Yeah, so I caught this price leg down towards the end of the session. So ended up green, 200 on the accounts. So like a base hit day. But you see, I took 10 trades. So I was hitting that button a lot more than I care to. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. But we managed it. As long as we're managing risk, I think that's where like position sizing is so key. Don't just because you're red. A lot of people like double their position size, try to make it back on the next trade. It's like, you can't do that. you just got to keep to the process. And on this particular day, I was able to get back green, but there's other times maybe I follow my process and I still end the day red, and it is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of my summary on yesterday's price action. And yeah, these accounts are going well. The profit target is 3,000, so I'm a little more than halfway there. Technically, I could get to the point that I can request on Friday. I would like that, but I also don't want to have that on my mind too much and try to force it, because I always get myself into trouble doing that too. So it's going to be like, take good trades. I do have it on my mind that if I make at least $400 each day, I'll be able to request by Friday. But, you know, that's in the back of my mind. That's not going to be the forefront. I just want to take good trades. But yeah, that's my update, man. As far as the market conditions, I think today it's looking pretty bullish. I think we're going to come take previous day's high. What do you think, man?
Just a quick view of my charts.
Yeah, pull up your screen if you want. If you got time, I could throw it up there.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah, Adam is saying Asia butchered me last night. What happened in Asia? I got lucky. Well, I didn't get lucky, but I did take a little scalp. But I closed my Asia shorts early. Where was it? I was short here. So I was short on this inversion setup, so I got short here. But what happened was my target was down at these lows. And then we had this move down to the previous day's point of control. I was expecting a break of it, so we did get that break and retest here for another leg down. But on this short, we got down to the POC, and I didn't like the way those 5-minute candles were wicking onto the POC. Looked like we were going to bounce, so I trailed my stop very aggressively down to like here and locked in a small win. So nothing crazy. It would have hit full TP, but I'd rather just lock in profits on an overnight trade, you know. But I didn't get butchered. This looks like not terrible price action. Not like, you know, super clean, but for an Asia move, this isn't too bad in my opinion. Okay, so you got your charts up. Let me pull them up.
Yeah, so what I'm observing, so I have this bit of balance right here that we're trying to resolve. And basically we're at the value area high. This is ES. We're at the value area high right here. We're testing it again. So we can see in the overnight session, let's see, this is the regular trading hours. So overnight session, we rejected once pretty cleanly. That's quite a good trade right there. So we'll see if buyers try again to break through. If not, I can see us rotating. If we pop up and don't get acceptance, I can see us rotating back here, maybe for some more sideways action on ES. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour. Yeah, potentially we could go more sideways. That's definitely a possibility. And then I'm looking at MQ. So on MQ, we're in this gap, which we're trying to resolve as well. So there's this here and this. So we're pretty much in this gap trying to resolve it. We'll see if we break through to this value area. If not, I can see again more sideways potentially, but it's from this range here and this range up here. So these levels have worked really well. You see we're just trying to figure out where we want to go. We see this level held here, and we rotated back here. So I do think buyers want to get up here. But if we get up here and then ES goes back into the value area and then back test, I can see us rotating back lower.
Would you prefer a certain scenario, or you'll just trade the charts? Like, would you prefer to see a breakdown and rotation back down?
Yeah, I don't have any preference. I would just trade the charts. So for me, the big line in the sand is this 4-hour on ES, which actually, yeah, would match up nicely. If NQ got up here and ES got up here, maybe broke through, but with no follow through, and then we do something like this, that could be interesting. And then we have the daily levels. So yeah, the daily levels, I'm not getting much just because there's not much price action. up here, like there's no ranges on the daily level. Like there's this big one that I have here. And let me see how we're looking for these. Yeah, I think the 4 hour to me are going to be what I use the most. The 4 hour and the hourlies are going to be my guides today.
Nice. Yeah, 4 hour and the hourly. I like that. By the way, guys, I'm dropping a link in the chat right now. I'm going to pin it to the top. It just shows you guys how you can enter for the chance to win one of our 12 account giveaways for the day. So I'll pin this to the top of the chat. It's super simple. Just join our Discord link. So click that link. It's an invite to join the Prop Firm Match Discord channel, and you'll be good to go. Let me pin this to the top of the chat. Bam, there we go. Also, I'm going to start a poll, bullish or bearish for the chat. We've been doing this every morning. And you know what's funny, Matt? I was expecting that the chat would be wrong like 4 times, but honestly, chat is right a lot. Like chat was right yesterday morning. We ended up being mostly bullish on the day, and chat had it.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say about my accounts. I think this has been a really good kind of, what do I want to call it? I can't find the word, but a good challenge phase for me. So like I passed the challenge, I got funded, and what I'm using more this time around for my funded account is the lockout feature. So I realized that I'm not good at managing or controlling tilt. And so having the lockout feature is really good for me. Because once I lock myself out, like that tilt or that idea of wanting to trade, it's there for like a few minutes and then it goes away because I know I can't trade.
Yeah.
And so if I do blow this funded account, like I feel like I learned a lot from this round, right? Every time I pass a challenge or get funded, like I feel like I learned something about myself every time that'll set me up for success the next time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with, regardless of what happens, I'm pretty happy with what I'm learning or how I'm changing my approach this time around. Yeah.
Dude, that's the best way to look at it, man. It's true. Like, as much as people don't want to hear it, like just because you failed an account or didn't get to pay out, like hopefully you're taking something from it and learning. Like, for example, with these Apex accounts, I've never taken a payout from Apex. For some reason, that firm has been a lot tougher for me. And I've been less focused on it as well. But, right now I got 12 accounts funded. I really don't want to mess it up. Some of the things I've learned is I need to have my own personal daily loss limit because, you use Project X a lot, John. That's something I'd actually like to ask you about. But first off, like they have really good lockout features that are very trader friendly. Tradeovate, I think they're working on that. I don't think they have it. It's definitely not as robust as Project X though. So it's up to me. I need to do that myself because Apex will absolutely allow you to fail that account in a single day. They have other rules too. I mean, they have like a rule where you can't risk more than 30% of your overall drawdown on a single trade. In a way that can kind of help me. Like some people would see that as a detriment. I see that as kind of helping me actually. Why should I risk more than 30% of my drawdown in a single trade? But these are things that, on this new round, I've never had this many accounts with Apex in one shot. I'm going to take that into consideration. So I'm probably going to trade like 2 to 3 micros on every trade, no more than that. And use a hard set daily loss limit of negative 500. If I'm down 500, I gotta stop. And I just gotta give myself the respect to follow that, because I don't have the lockout features that I can rely on with Project X. But going into that, what are your lockout features? Like, because everyone is a little different. Do you have your own personal daily loss limit? Do you use the lockout and liquidate feature? Do you lock yourself out for the full 24 hours until the market reopens, or do you do like a lockout of 30 minutes or an hour and then give yourself another chance? Like, how do you go about it?
Yeah, I do a lockout for 30 minutes.
Nice.
And because I only trade maybe an hour or two during the day, Like I can only do a couple lockouts, and yeah, 30 minutes. So if I take 2 losses in a row, then I lock myself out for 30 minutes, and then usually I can get a better feel for the market after 30 minutes have passed. And it does go against me sometimes. Like sometimes I'll lock myself out, and there's an amazing trade that sets up.
Sure.
But that's speaking in the moment. Historically, I know if I take 2 losses in a row, then I'm destined to do something silly that puts me more in the red. So the lockout, just 30 minutes. Doesn't matter what time of day. If there's less than 30 minutes in the trading session, I'll still lock myself out and say that's the trading session for the day. And I've been sticking to it, and yeah, there's something about it that I like. It's making me a more calm trader, which is good. Yeah.
Dude, you need to live to fight another day.
Yeah.
If you have those, I could see how it can make you more calm, because if you have those rules, those lockout features, and there's nothing I can do once I'm locked out, you can almost find some peace in that. Like, okay, listen, if I lose, I'm done. Like, I got to get over it. I got a business to run. I got a family. I got this and that to do. Like, it is what it is. Whereas if you don't use that feature, you can always go back and press that button, man. Like, if you let the computer do that work for you, just lock yourself out. It's like, it's over. I'm out. It's out of my control right now. Let me go focus on other things that I can control. So yeah, man, I hope Tradeovate really gets deeper with the lockout features. I know they're working on it. Again, it's not as robust as Project X yet, but hopefully it gets there, because, especially now, I mean, Project X is not going to be on every prop firm like it has been. It's going to be exclusive to Top Step. Is that something you're considering? Are you going to try to learn Tradeovate, John, or do you think you'll just stick with Top Step because you like the the UI of Project X?
Yeah, no, I've used Tradeovate before, so I'm really familiar with it.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know using it at all. I do like their bracket feature. It's a really cool feature. It's more advanced than I would say other trading platforms. How you can set up brackets and set up take profits and things like that. So I like that feature a lot. As far as Project X, I think their lockout feature is probably now is becoming one of my favorite features. So I see myself using it a bit more. Like, I feel like it's like training wheels almost. Like,
Yeah.
I think there'll be a point where I don't need a lockout feature, where I've trained myself to be like, okay, I took 2 losses. I like the feeling of not going on tilt. I'm going to stop. So for now, Project X, I like the lockout feature, but I don't mind using Tradeovate either.
Nice. Okay, here's one question maybe we could both answer, John, but I know you got to go at 8:30, right? So this is a good question, though. Pathan is asking, do all prop firms have monthly subscription fees? Not all of them. It really depends on the account type. So, for example, like if you're using an instant funded account, it's not a monthly fee. It's a one-time fee, and you're done. And then same with the monthly fee, like for challenges. Most of the time, I think I could say safely almost every firm, it's a monthly fee only for the challenge. So once you get the account funded, you pay your activation fee. There's no more monthly costs. So keep that in mind. And of course, you can always double check these things with Prop Firm Match and check this. That's one of the beauties of it. But yeah, it's a monthly fee, usually just for the challenge. Once you get it passed, there's no more monthly fee. You pay that activation fee and you're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna check to see if there's any challenges that aren't subscription based. Let's see. I think all the challenges on PFM on Prop Firm Match are monthly. Oh no,
I believe that
Trading Pit and Funding Ticks has a one time as well.
For instant funded or for the challenge? For a challenge.
Let's see. So Take Profit Trader. Oh wait, no. Funded Next has a one step. That's a one-time payment for futures. They have 100K one step. So I can share my screen. Actually, I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
so if you go to propfirmmatch.com and you go to futures up here, you can see here in the price, you can sort by price or or just look under the price. It'll say monthly or one time. So here we can see funded next is a one-time payment of 225. It's a 100K one step. Then we have the trading pit is also a one-time payment. And yeah, there's a few other ones. So yeah, funding ticks has a one-time payment, 100K one step. And let's see, there probably is a few more. Let's see. I think, yeah, that's it. So funded next futures, the trading pit, and funding ticks offer a one-time payment for futures plans.
There you go. So you do have a few options, but yeah, a lot of people think that they're always going to be paying that monthly fee for the firms that where it is monthly. It's not. Once you pass, you're good to go. Like pay the activation fee if they have an activation fee, and that's your cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So when I pass, no fees for recurring months. Correct. But yeah, John, I mean, I don't want to keep you too much longer, man. I know you got some stuff going on. Anything else you want to leave us with before you head off? I know you'll be back on Thursday, right?
I won't be here on Thursday. I'm traveling to see family on Thursday, but I'll be back next week for sure.
Cool. So anything you want to leave us with before we go and see you next week?
Yeah, no, Adib asked about PF1. Yeah, we're still working on PF1. Yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, no, that's it. Thanks everyone. Happy to check in.
Awesome, man. All right. Thank you, John. We will see you next week, brother. And yeah, have a good time spending some time with family, man. Enjoy it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care, bro. Peace. Thanks. All right, chat. Shout out John, man. Always good when he can grace us with his presence. Shout out John. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the big stuff going on right now. In regards to prop firm match, no Cyber Monday deal. I mean, that's done. That was only for Monday, but you still got a ton of good promos. I mean, a lot of these firms are still running like their Black Friday-esque discounts. So on the future side, like my funded futures still running 30% off code match. Top one futures, 57%, 57.5%. Apex Trader funding, 80% and $40 activation fees. Man, let me show you this, guys, because I took advantage of that. I took big advantage of those $40 activation fees, 80% off. Check this out. I haven't taken any trades on them yet, but I'm super stoked for this. Accounts. We got 12 accounts funded with Apex. I got the copy trader set up. We're good to go, man. So maybe we'll christen these Apex accounts on stream today. We'll see. This is going to be like, this is a big priority for me to run these accounts up, but also it's like, I'm going to take my time with them for being a little bit more aggressive. Like my bigger focus for the rest of the week is going to be these top one futures accounts because they're close to payout. So I'd like to really lock in that payout before the new year. With the Apex accounts, realistically, I'm not taking a payout on these accounts in 2025. This will probably, if we get there, it'll be like 2026, early 2026, January, God willing, that would be great. But we'll see. So this is a bit less of like a main focus because it's going to be about taking my time with them. But top one futures, man, let's run these up. I got to make $1,300 to take a $12,000 payout. Power of copy trading. But yeah, I used code match for all these accounts. Top one futures, I got the 57.5% off deal. This is not running much longer. So if you are considering them, I would take advantage because they're not going to do 57.5% off probably ever again. Obviously, you have Black Friday, which is a reason they did that, but also because they launched Tradeovate. So now they offer the Tradeovate platform. So they wanted to, do a big promo. I doubt it'll ever be this cheap again. But Apex Trader funding, listen, they do these 80% off deals a lot. What I love about it is the $40 activation fee, though. That is like, bro, ridiculous. So I took advantage. I'm happy I did. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my update on the funded accounts. There's no news today. I don't believe there's any news before the open. Yeah, nothing today. No high impact news. Tomorrow, I think the rest of the week we're going to have news, though. So Wednesday, yeah, 8:15 a.m. we have non-farm employment change. That'll be a good one. And then we have 10 a.m. news as well. ISM services PMI. Thursday, we got 8:30 unemployment, and Friday we have 10 a.m. news. Okay, cool. So tomorrow will be fun. Tomorrow will be interesting because we'll have that 8:15 a.m. red folder. So we'll be able to see the market be a bit more volatile before the open. So maybe we'll take trades when that happens. If there's no red folder news at 8:30 or 8:15, I don't take any trades until 9:30. It's just kind of the way I trade. But I will consider it if there's news volatility, because that's different. I could, maybe exploit some type of inefficiency there. But other than that, I'm going to chill till 9:30. And it's going to be a good week, though. I think we got a lot on the economic calendar this week. So there should be price movement. There should be volatility. And that's all we're trying to do, man, is take advantage of the volatility, right? Also, healthy reminder, guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button. I don't want to be too much of an influencer, but, the more likes we get, the better the stream shows to the algorithm and gets more viewers. So let's do this. If we got about 55 people watching just on YouTube. By the way, if you guys are watching on Instagram, come on over to YouTube if you're at your computer. Help us get that like button up to like 50. Can we get to like 40 or 50 likes? We'll run our first giveaway. We'll give away like 2 or 3 accounts. Again, I got 12 accounts to give away today. So we'll do a ton of giveaways, a lot of opportunity there. And yeah, man, we're just going to chill until Stoic Jake gets on here at 9:30. And we'll see what he's looking at. Shout out Stoic. He's the man. Let's take a look at this poll too. How's the poll doing with the bullish or bearish bias? We need a giveaway before the market open. Hey, it's up to you guys. Smash that like button. Hey, Mike is in the chat. Good morning, brother. Good to see you here. Dino, Apex does have an activation fee, but currently the activation fees are $40. Most firms, the activation fees are like 150. So it's a crazy deal, man. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, how much did Apex cost me? I mean, I did activate 12 accounts at a $40 fee. So maybe like $400-$500, give or take. That's way cheaper than 150 a pop. How to set up copy trading? I can show you guys that if you want. It's pretty easy. So to do it through Tradeovate, you'll have all your accounts right here in this drop-down menu. You're going to go here to manage groups. Click on that. Click on this little plus sign, and then you'll be able to create a group name. So I did that right here. I named it This Is It, as in like, this is it. Let's freaking get this big payout with Apex finally. And then all your accounts are going to show up here in the available list, and then you just drag them here. Bam. And see, I got all of them on the same copier. You click save. That's really all you got to do. Just last thing, make sure that you don't click on a specific account. You want to click on the copy group. So that's the one other thing you got to do to make sure that the copy trader actually triggers all of your accounts into a trade. You click on that, and that's it, man. Yeah. There's one thing. Some people get confused about how to size. For example, I have 12 accounts, right? So if I want to trade 2 micros per account and I have 12 accounts, I need to trade 24 micros, right? That's the total number of contracts I am trading across my 12 accounts. So a lot of people would think you only need to type 2 in here if I want to trade 2 micros per account, but it's not going to work like that. Tradeovate needs your total number of contracts. So if I want to trade 2 times 12 accounts, that means I need to trade 24 contracts. And then I would just put that in there, and then yeah, hit buy and sell. There you go. People get confused by the copy trader with Tradeovate. I get that it's not as like cut and dry as Project X, but it's really not too complicated. Like there's a ton of YouTube tutorials on it. It's not too bad. Minimum profit you need to make with Apex, I believe, is like, I think you need to make at least 3,000 because you need to have a buffer. You need to be able to have at least your initial buffer. So your initial buffer is 2,500 on a 50K account. So for example, if I wanted to take out $500 on each account, I would need to make at least 3,000 so that I still have my initial $2,500 drawdown. That's how it goes. Yes. Yeah, Goku Gains. This is connected via Tradeovate. So when I have to execute here, but once I execute the position, I have it linked to Tradeovate. And when I do that, you'll see my position will pop up here and I can see it on TradingView directly. Correct. Yeah, I can show you how I do a limit order. Yeah, let's do this. So I'll go here. I want to set a limit order for 2 micros per account. I have 12 accounts, right? So we'll put it all the way up here. So I would go right here, sell 24 limit, put it right there. Oh, wait, I didn't have the copy trader on. See? So click on your copy trader. Now I want to trade 2 micros on each 12 of my 12 accounts. So I set 24 for 2 micros each. Bam. And you can see right there, it says 2. If we go to trading view, my limit order is up there for 2 micros. Remember though, I have 12 accounts. So I could flip through the accounts here as well, right? So I could go here. The limit order is on that account as well. I could go here. The limit order is on that account. So it copied to all of them. And yeah, man, that's how it works. Pretty simple, not too complicated. Let's cancel this order before it gets filled. That's it. That's it. Yeah, no news today, Destiny. No news. Dharmesh in the building. Good morning, brother. Good morning. How we doing? We hit our likes. We can get that first giveaway going if we did. Hey, we already hit 45 likes. Fire. All right, let's do it. Let's go, chat. You guys want to run a giveaway? See, I'm fair, man. I'm a man of my word. I said we hit 45, 50-ish likes. We're going. We'll run the giveaway. Easy peasy. Gogu Trades, that's up to you, brother. You got to try to pass it in 30 days if you don't want to be rebuilds. That's just what it is. Okay, there you go. So the Daily Tail just confirmed you need to make 2,600 minimum to pull out 500. Shout out Daily Tail for that payout, bro. Hold up. Bro got a payout? Congrats, brother. That's sick. So we need to put the order in the parent account. Kind of. I mean, you can click on any of the accounts. You just need to make sure that your Tradeovate, that your copier is on there. That's all. There is no like leader account with Tradeovate. That's where people get confused. Like, you just need to have it clicked onto your actual copy trader, and then you can take the trade from any of them. It'll copy to all the accounts. Again, there's a ton of tutorials on this. There's a tutorial that Patrick Wheeland has on there. That's where I learned. It's so simple, guys. Like, do it a couple times, you'll understand it. But yeah, congratulations to the Daily Tail who took out a payout last week. Seriously, that's awesome. But okay, let's do this giveaway, chat. So remember, guys, to enter our giveaways, this goes for everyone who's on Instagram. You got to join our Discord. We run all of our giveaways directly through the Prop Firm Match Discord channel, right? So I have a link to our Discord, an invite link, pinned at the top of the chat. So you can get right to it. Go ahead, click that link. You'll be entered well, you won't be entered. You'll join our Discord. You'll have to get verified. And then let me pull up the Discord and I'll show you guys how this works for anyone that's new. So here we go. Here's the Prop Firm Match Discord. By the way, guys, we got a lot of stuff planned for this. I'm talking about doing a Q&A over the weekend. So everyone wanted it to be done over the weekend. I'm down for that. That's cool with me. So maybe like Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I think we'll do a giveaway. You guys can ask me questions in real time and I'll be there to answer them. I'll bring you up on stage, audio only. We don't need to do video. And yeah, help you guys out in that regard. But yeah, we're trying to build a community. You know, it's coming. It's coming along. We got Sam the Trader. Shout out Sam the Trader, man, for always giving us like solid analysis. Such detailed markups, really detailed on what you're looking at. It's awesome, man. I love it. But yeah, this is our chart room. We have my analysis. So I'll come in here and just drop some of my key levels for the day, give some analysis there. And then here is the stream chat. So this is where we run our giveaways. Okay. So what you do is I'm going to give you guys a code word to type into the stream chat channel. Okay. And that's how we're going to do it. So to start this one off, let's make the code word John PFM. Hold on. Not yet, though. Okay, go ahead. Don't do it in all caps, because if you do all caps, it won't count it. So, yep, perfect. You guys are getting those entries in exactly the way you need to. Let's see. I bet a bunch more are going to come in. There we go. Beautiful. While you guys get those entries in, let's do this. We will take a really quick break. I'll go make a quick coffee. And when we come back, we will run this giveaway. We'll do 3. I'll give away 3 accounts right off rip. So 3 individuals will win an account from either Top 1 Futures, Blue Guardian, or Aqua Futures. Those are our sponsors for the stream. Big shout out to them. And yeah, we'll get it going, man. Why futures only and not CFD firms? Because futures is better, brother. Futures is a real market. Sorry, I'm going to say it. Futures is where it's at. That's why. But okay, guys, I'll take a quick break and we will be right back. Okay. How quick was that break? How quick was that? Told you guys, I'd be right back. All right. Does anybody need a little more time to enter, or are we good to go? Let me know, chat. I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to enter, but also want to get to some analysis. I see a couple people still typing. I'm going to get ready, though. See, we got a bunch of entries. I'll give you guys like 20 more seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Got him. I'll get this list going for everyone, and we'll run this giveaway. I'll give away 3 accounts, man, right off the rip. Just give me a second to get this list. All right. How's this poll going too while we get this list? Damn, 76% bullish. Over 84 people voted too. 76% bullish, 24% bearish. That's a heavy lean, man. Top Step, they call that the tilt. There's a heavy tilt right now if most people are bullish. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll see what it brings, man. We'll see what comes of that. Okay, I got the list right here, guys. All right, we ready, chat? First giveaway of the day. Adib says, bro, I don't like futures for only one reason. One moment it goes up, next moment it goes down, and it goes up. I don't like it. For Forex, it has a clear direction. Damn, bro, that is, I completely disagree. I feel like Forex is just like the biggest, choppiest range ever. We're going to look at some Forex pairs in a second. Let's compare. We're going to compare right now. I'm going to challenge you on that. We're going to take a look at Euro USD. Do we need to change contract size if we want to trade via trading view? What do you mean change contract size? Like, what do you mean exactly? Why would you need to do that to trade via trading view? Try, if you could elaborate. All right, guys, we ready? By the way, it's all love. There's no hate to Forex in reality. I'm just having fun. With low base hit trades, what's the most you're looking to make on one account, and approximately how long would it take to hit profit target? That's a great question. So it's going to depend on the account size, Busta. Like on 50K accounts, when I'm copy trading 5 of them, I can trade pretty small size. If I make on average 200 to 400 per day across 5 accounts or 10 accounts, that's more than enough, man. And I mean, I'm doing it right here in practice. You can see this P&L calendar. These are 5 50K funded accounts with top 1 futures, right? 5 of them set to a copy trader. This is my average P&L on any given day. Look at it. 400, 300, 300, negative 60, 270. Go to December so far, 200, 168 bucks. But look, it adds up to a total P&L of, here we go, 1,700 so far. But again, what's 1,700 times 5? 1,700 5 times. I'm up 8.5K already in like a week and a half. So that's the beauty of copy trading. And yeah, you don't need to have crazy home run trades or be oversized. Take your base hit, come back tomorrow. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm getting some good questions. What's your fave? Is it either FX or futures? Futures all day, all day. All right, let's run this. 1, 2. Uncle Manda. Is that Unk? I thought I was Unk. Uncle Manda, shout out, bro. Real quick, guys, let me explain how you're going to claim your account too, if you don't know. Well, let me just get this. Let me get your name saved first. Okay, you got your name. Okay, so this is what you do. You go over to PFM support on X, okay? So I'll go right here, PFM support on X. I'll drop the link here in the chat for you. Yep, congratulations, Uncle Manda. Big shout out. You're going to DM them, just show them proof of your Discord handle, send them a timestamp of the video. That should help too, and they'll get you hooked up. It does take a couple days to actually get your account, so just sit tight, be patient. You will get your account, you'll get hooked up. But yeah, shout out Uncle Manda. There you are. Love it, man. Congratulations. All right, let's run it back. Let's do another. Which account type did I buy from Apex? The classic 50K accounts. They have the best profit target to drawdown ratio. So when you're trading like multiple accounts, I think 50Ks are pretty solid for that. All right, we'll remove his name. We'll do another. I think I saw Shivam in here. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I definitely saw Dharmesh. Dharmesh is in the building for sure. All right, let's do this. Ready? 1, 2. Stoic troglodytes. Stoic troglodyte. What is a troglodyte? What is that? Can you enlighten me? But shout out Stoic. Okay, let me get your name up in here. All right, that's account number 2. Go ahead and remove that name. Should we do one more? I said 3, right? I promised 3. Yeah, I don't think that was Stoic ADX. No. Troglodyte is a caveman. Thank you for the prop firm. Okay, there you go, brother. You're welcome. All right, one more. Y'all want to do the duck race? Let me copy this new list with the names that we removed. So many ads on this thing. All right. We'll run it up with the duck race. Y'all ready? Oh my God. So many ads. All right, here we go. 1, 2. I remember I was promised, or I had to promise that I don't say anyone's names because they think I jinx you. So I'm not saying nothing. Keeping my mouth shut, popping us in for the duck race. How to participate in the duck race. Same as all the others. You just got to get into the Discord. Invite link is pinned at the top of the chat. Go ahead, join our Discord. We run all of our giveaways directly through there in the stream chat channel. You'll be able to join the next one, my friend. Ooh. Parvati. Let me find you on Discord real quick. Parvati. Got you. Found you. Cool. All right, got it. Beauty. Remember, guys, quick reminder to claim your account, go to PFM support on X. They will get you hooked up with your account, okay? I'll drop the link here in the chat one more time. And listen, if you didn't win, guys, I still got 9 accounts to give away today. So just stay tuned. We run giveaways all throughout the stream. There is absolutely no other live stream that gives away as many accounts as Prop Firm Match TV. Like, it's unmatched. There's no other firm. So, just stay tuned, man. We'll be running giveaways all throughout the stream. And again, always a healthy reminder. Listen, if you just want to get a good deal on a prop firm match, code match will always get you the best possible discounts on any of your favorite firms. My Funded Futures, Top One Futures, Alpha, Apex Trader, Tradeify, Funding Ticks, Funding Next. You'll get the best discounts always if you use code match. But all right, let's keep it going, guys. Market's not doing a whole lot of anything right now, to be honest. So we got to be patient. I'm waiting for 9:30 open. You know what? I actually haven't even looked up the midnight open. I don't even know where midnight is. Let's see. Oh, way below. I like that. I like that for shorts. I'm not going to lie, guys. I like that for shorts a lot. We could consider trading the midnight mechanical model, right? So that would be the first inversion fair value gap that presents in the direction of midnight. So that would be shorts in this case. We still have about 30 minutes till the open, so we'll see. But I'd be interested in taking the first 5-minute fair value gap that gets inversed to the downside to look for like a 1-to-1 for the midnight open retracement. I think we could, I think that could be valid. Which account? So we have 3 firms that we run our giveaways through: Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, and Aqua Futures. Shout out to our sponsors. But we don't clarify which account here on stream. I'm just the wheel spinner and the duck race guy. Okay. The support team, when you link up with them via X, PFM support on X, they will get you hooked up with one of those 3 firms, whichever makes sense for you. It's easier that way because there's a lot of people, their country might be restricted on a particular firm. So it makes things a little more organized for the support team to match you with the firm that makes sense. So it'll be one of those 3 though. Dharmesh is bearish. Okay, cool. So me and you, bro. It's me and you against 80% of the chat, apparently. I'm not necessarily bearish. I shouldn't say that, but I would take a short. I would consider trading the midnight mechanical model down to midnight if we get a good entry. So I'm going to consider it. I've been meaning to do this because I haven't been paying too much attention to the midnight mechanical model. By the way, guys, if you're unaware of what I'm talking about when I reference my midnight mechanical model, it's a purely mechanical trading model that I created. I have a video for it right here. I'll link this in the chat. It worked really well over the last few months. I haven't been looking at it too much lately, but I kind of wanted to do a quick little backtest session for the last week or 2 on that model to see if it worked. And I'm not even just like playing. I don't know if it worked or not. So I kind of want to see. You guys down for that? I can explain how it works too. So this is yesterday. So in this case, because we tapped midnight right at the open, we would be looking for the first inversion fair value gap that presents away from midnight because we engaged it right away. So what would the first inversion fair value gap to the upside be? Let's see. It would be this one. This is a bit of a tougher one, but I think it worked on the 5-minute. So you would trade this. You would trade the first inversion fair value gap that presented after 9:30. Actually, this one happened before 9:30, so that one would not work. This is our 9:30 candle right here. I bet there's a good 1-minute entry on the bottom. Yeah, it would be right here. So 9:30, first inversion fair value gap away from midnight would be right here. You'd get in right here, stop below the low, and then look for either 0.5R or 1R. So if you wanted to be a negative R trader, this is how the setup works, in and out. You'd be done right here. If you wanted to look for the 1R, like if you had a clear draw on liquidity to the upside, you would take this one. Let's see if it ends up hitting. Ends up hitting as well. So yeah, that would have worked. On the 5-minute, there's really no 5-minute entry, which is kind of crazy. There's literally no 5-minute entry. That's super interesting. All right, so that one worked. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so here's 9:30. This was a weird day. I feel like we can't count the day where the market closed for like 10 hours and it was Friday on a bank holiday. I don't know if we could count this, but I think it presented so late in the there's none presented. Okay, not a single one presented. All right, so let's go to the next day. So here's midnight open. Again, first inversion fair value gap in the direction of midnight if it hasn't been retraced, or if it has been retraced to and no inversion is presented, you're trading the first one away from midnight, right? So here's 9:30 a.m. right here. There are no fair value gaps in this price action that get inversed at all, and we retrace to midnight immediately. So we would be trading the first inversion away from midnight, which would be right here, and this one works out beautifully. Could not be a better setup. You have two ways of entering. You either enter on the close of that candle, or you can set a limit order for a retest of the inversion. Target either 0.5R or 1-to-1. That one was a winner. Beautiful. Let's go to the next day. Ooh, this will be an interesting one, I think. Okay, 9:30 is down here. Oh, this is going to be an amazing one. Damn. Okay, so here's one where you're looking to trade to the midnight open, right? This is 9:30 a.m. We are below the midnight open and we have not retraced to it yet. So we trade the first inversion fair value gap that presents in the direction of midnight. It's right here. Two ways to enter this. You enter on the close of this candle right here. Stop all the way below here. Target either 0.5R or 1-to-1. Either one would have hit. This is how powerful this model is, man. Or you set a limit order somewhere in here to get a better entry. The thing about the limit order entries is you're going to have times where the market doesn't retrace to your entry and you miss the setup. So you're going to sacrifice getting a better entry with the potential of missing the setup. So just depends on what makes sense for you. But that one hit. Let's do one more. This one might fail, which is good. It's good to at least show one failure. Where's 9:30? 9:30 is right here. So in theory, we'd be looking for that retracement to the midnight open, but we need an inversion, right? Fair value gap here, no inverse, no trade. Fair value gap right here, no inverse, no trade. Fair value gap right here, no inverse, no trade. There's not a single 5-minute inversion in here. Wow. So you wouldn't get an entry, which means you wouldn't take a losing trade. That's why waiting for the inversion is so helpful. It's absolutely key. There's no inversion here. Wow. Beautiful, man. Okay, so there's no losers and there's 2 days with no trades. Crazy. All right, so the reason I wanted to do that was because I'm kind of interested in taking the midnight retracement setup today. So I would look for the first inversion that presents in the direction of midnight open. Now, it's 9:08. We have 20 minutes left. So you're only going to take the inversion post 9:30. So there is no setup yet, but we'll see. As of right now, this is the fair value gap that we'd be looking at. We'll see. If this gets inversed after 9:30, so it could be 9:35, I would take this. I would take this trade, and it would look something like this. Say we got the inverse, I'd take the trade, stop above structure, I'd look for 1-to-1. So we'll see if it hits. No trade entry yet, though. You can't take an entry until after 9:30. I think today could be bullish if we go down at the market open. Yeah, that's valid. That could happen for sure. We could get a retracement down to midnight and then go higher for the rest of the day. Or just a smaller retracement down to these lows, then go higher. That's feasible. What is the level? It's called the midnight open. So what the midnight open is, it sounds like the name. It is the opening candle price of midnight Eastern Standard Time. So that's one thing to remember. If you're not on Eastern Time, you're not looking at the midnight from your time zone. You're only looking at the midnight open based off Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And again, I linked a video. I have a video explaining it more in depth. Hey, I am Gold says, Zach, I've passed the 25K account elite program. Yo, shout out. Sick, man. Congratulations. Seriously, that's awesome. I love when people pass challenges. Was that from a giveaway? Yeah, I mean, okay, guys. I mean, we got 20 minutes left. Stoic will be on in a few minutes, like maybe 10, 15. And we'll see. I will take this inversion if it presents. I will happily take it, but we just got to wait. Now, if this fair value gap gets inversed before 9:30, then that's not the inverse I'm going to take. I'm going to look for the next one. So it's important. There's two components here. You need your level. So if you're away from midnight, you're trading towards it. If you've already retraced midnight, then you're going to trade away from it, right? And it has to be done after 9:30 a.m. Okay, 9 out of 10 times there's a trade setup that presents, but there are rare days where there's no setup. Damn, Zach's Capital just passed two 50K take profit trader accounts in the pre-market. Yo, what is with everyone passing challenges right now? Sick, dude. Amazing. Now, I do think it's possible, guys, that at the open, if we're going to be bearish and go to midnight today, I think it's possible that we do something like this first. This is previous day's high, right? This is this high right here. I could see something like this happening first. Like we actually come up and sweep previous day's high, get some consolidation, and then look for midnight. I feel like that can happen. Or we build some type of bearish SMT divergence, right? Also, let me leave you guys with our volume profile levels. So we have previous day's high, ES, 6,864. Previous day's value area high on ES is 6,841. Previous day's POC, 6,028. And the value area low I must not have marked because it must have been too close to previous day's low. So no value area low to worry about. And then previous day's low, 6,802. And Q, mark these levels, guys. Previous day's high, 25,541.50. Previous day's point of control, 25,393.25. Previous day's value area low, 25,268. Let's see where the value area high is. This is the indicator I use, the session volume profile. Yeah, so the value area high is at 25,415. I just don't have it marked because it's so close to the point of control. So I'll do that because I just like to keep my charts as clean as possible with the least amount of noise. So if two of my volume profile levels are within a few points from each other, I'll just choose the one that I think is more relevant, whereas the previous day's point of control is always going to be a little more relevant for me. Anyone else close to passing a challenge? Let us know, man. I'm still waiting for the first person who gets a giveaway account from Prop for a Match and gets to a payout. I will happily interview you. I would love that, dude. Kenny Yaya's close. All right, bro. Let's see if you get it today, brother. Yeah, guys, I like this idea. I really like the idea of trading down to midnight. Hate to fade the chat, but, you know, it's like 78% bullish. We've had over 100 people vote bullish, and it is heavily sided on the bulls. 22% bearish, 78% bullish. That's pretty wild. We're going to end the poll now since the 9:30 open is coming. Very interesting. You're $1,000 left? Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm about $1,000 away from this payout, man. I definitely want to get ready for that. Just marking off this fair value gap here on Project X. And let's also mark these levels. Previous day's high, 41.50. Label that previous day's high. Point of control, 393.25. Way below. Okay, and I want to know where midnight is here as well. So midnight is on at 72, 25,372. Close enough. Make this blue so we don't get confused. There's midnight. All right, cool. We got our levels here on Project X as well, and we'll see, man. We will see. How many points from where current price is? There's a lot of potential range to capture over 100 points on NQ. So could we get a low-hanging fruit scalp down to midnight? Yes. I don't need to trade all the way down here, right? I could get into my trade here and capture 25, 50 points real quick. I don't care if the market goes all the way to my target and there's money left on the table. I try to take my low-hanging fruit, base hit, get in, get out. Is it a daily giveaway? Yeah, bro. We give away like 12 accounts a day. I got 9 more to do. So we're going to do another one real soon. Let's see where we're at on the likes chat. All right, let's hit 75 likes and we'll run one more giveaway. And we'll get that going before Stoic Jake gets on. So smash that like button. We just need 3 more and we'll do another giveaway. And I got a nice little bit of profit here to start off the day, so that's good too. Darling says, very important not to be greedy. I could not agree more. You know, it's kind of what happened to me yesterday. You know, I already went over it. I ended up closing the day green, but I was red in the morning because I was being greedy. I had a few trades that were deep in profit, and I was just trying to make back everything. And I ended up being red because of it, man. You know, it happens. Happens to the best of us. Quanell is new here. Shout out, bro. Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream, brother. All right, we hit 80 likes. All right, let's do this. Let's run one more giveaway before Stoic Jake gets on here. So again, guys, this is how we do it. We go over to our Prop Firm Match Discord channel. To join the Prop Firm Match Discord, there is a pinned comment at the top of the chat. Go ahead, join the invite link. And then what you're going to do, you're going to come over here. Once you get verified, these channels will open up. You go to PFM TV, go to the stream chat, and let's type Stoic to enter the giveaway. So bam, go ahead, type Stoic to enter the giveaway. Yes, sir, they are. All right, I see them entries coming in. Beautiful. We'll give you guys some time on this, okay? Yeah, quick reminder, if you are watching us on Instagram, come on over to YouTube, okay? That's where you'll get access to the Discord invite link. That's where, you know, I'm more engaged in the chat. So, you know, we love you if you're on Instagram, you're watching from your phone, fair enough. But come on over to YouTube. You'll get more engagement. You know, it's where the main stream is. This is good. I'm actually happy this has not been inversed. I would love if this doesn't get inversed for the first 10 minutes and we do this. And then I can look for that move. Inverse that gap down to midnight. That's like something like this I would love to see. Like this. This would be an ideal setup, man. Something like that. All right. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes to get your entries inside of Discord. I see they're still coming in hot. So I'll give you guys a few more minutes on that. We're going to take a quick coffee break. When we get back, we'll have Stoic Jake on with us, and we'll get into some trading, man. We'll announce the winners of the giveaway first, of course. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in like 3 minutes, and we'll run this giveaway and then get to some live trading. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Hold on, hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. Jake, Stoic Jake, what's up, man?
What's up? Thank you for having me back on.
Of course, bro. Always good to have you, man. How have you been? How's it been since our last stream? I think it's been a little while. When was it last?
It was 2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I took a little bit of some profit out of the account. I got the account to 4K, and I took $200 out of the account.
Hey, that's what's up. Sick, dude.
I was like, I have to pay myself, man. I have to make it real. I have to pay myself.
So what did you take out?
I just took out 20% of the profit that I made in November. So yeah, I was like, you know what, I should pay myself just to, I guess, I can pay like a bill or something. I don't know.
That's what it's all about. That's why we do this, man. We don't do it to play a video game. We're trying to make money.
Yeah, I'm trying to make money for sure. Yeah.
Although it can feel like a video game sometimes. I think we're all guilty of that.
Yes, I agree.
That's good, man. Yes, good to have you back, bro. Market's going to open in a few minutes. I'd love to get your take on what you're looking at, but I did promise this giveaway. So real quick, let's get that done so we don't waste too much of the open. I'll get these names in. Actually, how about this? Well, I get the giveaway list going. Do you want to maybe show us what you're looking at for the market today?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I can do that.
Perfect.
I definitely
just pull up your screen on when you can. Bolt Studios too, if you could just. I don't know if were you here when we started doing Bolt Studios, or is this your first time? Okay, cool. So you know the deal.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, I got you. I actually want to sell off for open. I really want to sell off.
Dude, I do too, man. That's good to know. We'll see if it comes.
I say that just because
Yeah.
ADX is already like way above 25, and we're bullish on the day. And then my strategy, blue needs to be over red. Already that's happening. So I need a cross of red, then blue needs a cross back. Essentially is what I'm looking for.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, maybe give a rundown of why that is. Just give us your whole outlook. I'm gonna get this list going, guys. In the meantime,
my hair's jacked up, bro. Let me fix it. All right, cool. We're back. Okay, so I want to sell off just because, I want it to. I mean, obviously, I want to buy today, so that's our cross that we need right there. So maybe after the market opens, whenever the market opens, we'll get a trade. So that's what I wanted right there. Red is now over blue, so ADX is already above 25. Daily is bullish, so it'll be now for me to get a trade. Blue needs to cross back over red, and if that happens, then I'll be in a buy. Already have the alert set and everything. I guess you could say this is like finding liquidity or something down here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So your idea is you want to see sell off at the open, and then you want that to be a pullback to buy.
Yeah. Actually, that pullback kind of already happened, so I might get in right now.
Oh damn! It's long, bro. Yo, Stoic came ready. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's see what happens.
Market just opened, so we are in, guys. Let's see. What price you long from?
508.
508. Nice.
So just above these highs. Now, if red does cross back over blue, I can just move my stop loss essentially like right here. Instead of 244, it can be 175. Just because there's a little bit of a structure right here, and this is the VWAP. So now we just
Jake is long 6 micros on the Dow, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Cool. All right, cool.
Mr. Negative Risk Reward is here, guys. We out here.
This is my first trade of the month. We'll see how it goes.
First trade. Oh, well, it's December. Okay, yeah, fair.
Yesterday was a little bit bearish. So I didn't really get anything.
Yeah, guys, we did get that 5-minute inversion, the one I was looking at, but it was a weird one because it closed right at 9:30. So I would be waiting. I would still want to wait for my midnight mechanical model. I would wait a little bit.
Everybody follow their plan, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody follow that plan. That was actually pretty fast. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking maybe, yeah, pretty fast.
So can you break down how, like, so why was that your entry right there?
Because that is where blue crossed back over red. So we see right here, red crossed back over blue on that, like just a minute before market was open. And then we have a market open, and you can see right here that blue crossed back over red.
Got you.
So that's why I entered. And then at that moment,
everything else was already in line for you to want along. That was your last piece that you needed.
Yes. So we had a bullish day. So this is my open for the day right here. Like when the, like, I guess, what do you call it? Whenever it closes, like the rollover or whatever, it closes and the open backs up.
Yeah. Rollover.
Market. Yeah. And then that's the opening. So if anything above that price is bullish, anything below is bearish. We're looking to target a 0.3 from where we enter. Where we enter is where it crossed. And yeah, put a stop loss above or just a little bit below the daily low. And then right now, if red crossed back over blue, we're risking like $732.
400 out of, and you got it at about like 3.5, almost 4K on this personal account.
Yeah, it was at 3.8 before the drawdown. So I'm risking 700. So that's about my profit, I would say. But
man, so Dow is selling right now, but NQ is like, looks like it's about to rip back up.
Yeah. I don't really, if like right now I don't need a risk manage, so I could just assume the whole loss and that'll be fine. But if say like a structure's built like around here, or red crosses back over blue somewhere in this area, then I could just move my stop loss right here, just below the daily open, and take a smaller loss.
Got you. I think some of the chat is confused about the risk reward. So maybe give them a little rundown on negative R. This is the problem with being a negative R trader, bro, is you're going to have to explain this like every single time you get on a stream. You got to explain to them what you're doing.
So I'm just trying to find like a bullish continuation. So my strategy told me to buy. Now red is over blue, so we can technically risk manage at this point now. Hold on 1 second. Right there. All right, cool. So we risk manage. That's fine. Now we're risking $534 and $730.
So did you just trail your stop up, or did you reduce size?
No, I just moved it up. So it's right. You see the structure right here. I mean, it's okay. If it wants to keep selling, then it will. Red is over blue, so I should manage risk so I can take another trade if I do get another opportunity. And this is below view up. This structure right here is below view up, and it's below the daily open. So instead of putting my stop loss at the daily low for the day, I can put it below the daily open, like just a little bit if there's a structure, which there kind of is. As you can see, there's a low right here, there's a low right here, and there's kind of like a little low right here. So to me, that makes sense. And I've been in a situation before where I didn't do that and it just kept going down and selling off. So if it wants to continue to sell off, then it will. I'll take a loss, and then I'll just wait for a new setup.
Man, NQ and Dow could not be more different right now. NQ just ripped up, took out previous day's high, by the way, guys.
But the idea behind negative OR is like, for my situation, is I'm trying to find bullish continuation, so I'll just buy. And I win more than I lose. Sometimes I'm losing, which I know that's like 178 points, but across the board, usually I'm getting around 60 to 100, I would say 60 to 100 points.
Yeah, chat, like for context, I was trading a negative risk reward model all summer, mainly because the volatility really dried up and it was a lot harder for me to capture like 200 points. Like today on NASDAQ, you can get that. But over the summer, it was a bit harder. So I started looking for like much smaller moves using a wider stop, and I traded negative R all summer. I withdrew about 50K in payouts trading negative risk reward like solely. So it's really all about just your trading setups, your R multiples relation to your win rate. If you're somebody that looks for 0.3 R or 0.5 R out of 1, it seems counterintuitive. This is about the worst example, not in the sense that it's a bad trade, but just like this is kind of what can happen, but it's a lot less common. Like the reality is on a negative R setup, you're most of the time just kind of stacking quick wins over and over and over again. but there's always a trade-off to all of this, because the trade-off is when it comes time for you to take the L, you got to be okay with it. You got to eat it and get back on the horse.
Yes, that is maybe what will happen today. I mean, I took a loss about a month ago, and it took about 3 trades to recover. So, I mean, I'm not really worried if this loses. And it's a smaller loss. It's not over 200 points, so that's good. It's 178, which, I mean, might be big to some people, but, I mean, I've taken so many losses like this, so it doesn't really faze me anymore.
What is your win rate lately, Stoic? Some of the chat's asking.
Win rate lately in my journal for the month of November was 87.5%.
There you go, guys. So listen, you can make money with an 87.5% win rate with 0.3 R. That's all it is. You know, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I made $1,000 last month. So I mean, if I lose 500 of that today, I mean, that's just the name of the game, baby. I'll probably get it back within the month. Like, dude, it's all good.
So are you only trading the Dow too, or do you also take this on NQ?
I used to like, whenever I first started streaming back in like 2 years ago, I would take it on NQ, I would take it on gold, I would do ES, but I just realized that I had a better opportunity of winning on the Dow for how it moves with the strategy. So I just only started taking the Dow.
Fair enough. Yeah. Dude, look at this. I'm going to stay on your screen since you're in the trade, but I just want to pull this up real quick, guys. Look at this. Look at NQ just ripping at the open. Total opposite. And I've noticed that happens a lot. Like the Dow and the NQ will just trade on up, like opposites lately, where they used to be pretty in sync like a year and a half ago. Now I treat the Dow completely separately from the other indexes. Do you look at the other indexes for like relative strength or weakness, or is that how it is?
I actually used to do that. Like I used to try to find correlation. I would be like, okay, well, if ES is ripping, NQ is ripping, but the Dow is tanking, then that means the Dow is the I guess you could say the weakest or something. And then they're trying to find correlation in between. But I just kind of made me second guess myself in the trade. So I stopped doing it.
So just Dow. You're like, I don't care what NQ is doing. Don't care what ES is doing. Like I trade the Dow. That's what I look at.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
I like to master. I just tried. My idea was I need to master one. And like, if I ever want to do something again, I could, but I just don't really have the want to. I don't really want to do it. I would like to just stick with one thing.
Yep. Makes perfect sense, man.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, though, the Dow does not, like, hopefully ES and NQ can try to give the Dow a little bit of push here to get you back up, because
if it does go back up, then I'll just close at break even since red is over blue, unless blue crosses back over red while I'm in drawdown. Like we have a big range right here where this is 178 points stop loss. So I mean, we could start ripping up and then blue could cross back over red. Technically I could add in, but I don't think I would do that. I think I'm just gonna go with what I have.
Do you have a system for that where you would add into drawdown? Because again, a lot of people would say that's counterintuitive, but with a negative risk reward system, if you size appropriately, you can do this in a way that's systematic. You know, it's not always just black and white that it's bad to do it. If you have a system around it, it could work.
It would have to be like it would have to be in this type of situation, like where ADX is above 25, the daily is still bullish, so we're still above the daily open. So I mean, that's fine. If red is over blue right now, so if it were to come back up, blue would have to cross back over red for me to add back in, and then I could just close at the new, since it will average down, I could close at the new entry, or I could just wait until the original entries hit. Got you. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. But this is looking like it's probably a better area to keep my stop loss than the other, just how it's moving right now. Like, because you had it bigger before, right? Right. And if it decides that it just, wants to sell off, then I'll lose less. And then I may have another opportunity. Like a month ago, it sold off. I could have moved my stop loss a little bit higher, lost less, but I didn't. And so that's why I'm doing it now, because I had another opportunity to take a trade the same day, and I lost like half instead of full. And so if I would have just lowered my stop loss last time, I would have lost even less for the day. So yeah.
Do you have a max loss limit for the month or anything like that?
No, I haven't really. I usually, like, if I take 2 losses in a day, I'll be done. Like, say if this trade loses and then like I'll take another trade and that loses, I'll be done. And then I'll just come back with like a lower size. So like if I lost this trade, I would still be able to use 6 contracts on my next trade. But if like I lost the next trade, I would have to probably use only 5 or like 4. Yeah. Because I'll have less money in my account. Yeah. But if that doesn't happen, I don't really have a max loss for the month. I usually just take like 1 or 2 losses, 3 losses in a month. But I don't know. I just keep trading. Like that doesn't really matter to me, because I know that if I keep trading, mathematically it will end up working out in my favor instead of like stopping. Like I have a daily stop, but not like an overall monthly stop.
No prop firms either right now, right?
Right. I'm just on my cash account. Yes.
Any ideas or thoughts about getting back into the prop game, or you liking just trading personal cash?
I kind of want to do a series of trying to get 20 Apex accounts like on stream or something like that. But that would probably be next year. I'm not sure when though. And my main priority right now is just to stack up this cash account, try to grow it as possible, like as big as possible. That's the goal, but that's going to take time.
Of course. I mean, that's the name of the game when building up a personal cash account. You have 2 ways of doing it, man. You either go super aggressive and you're okay with blowing that account, but you have the ability to really build up the balance, or you go slow and steady.
There is the L. Yeah.
There's the L, guys.
Let me share I can share my journal real quick. Do you know how to? Oh, here we go. I can change.
Shout out Stoic for taking a stoic loss and keeping himself chill.
Yeah, we chilling. Chilling. Let me share my journal real quick. I'll log it.
Got it.
Boop. Now I might have another opportunity later in the stream, or later in the day, and I'll take it. But yeah, that might just be the L for the day.
Deep says, "Why the clap?" Because, bro, you gotta. You know what, man? When you take an L, part of your system, you deserve an applause.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Chilling.
Yeah. L's are for learning. Yes, sir. Hey, Josh is in the chat. Good morning, bro. How we doing? No trades for me yet, guys. I'm still chilling right now. Market just like it's funny because the Dow totally sold off, but NQ and ES have just ripped from the moment the market opened. So there's been no trade. I can't take a long as the market's just like ripping up to the heavens. So I'm chilling. No trades yet for me.
That was 5.
Hey, Josh took a long after the first 5-minute candle. Fire, dude. That's amazing. Shout out Josh for catching that win.
540. Boom.
As long as the plan is followed, every trade deserves an applause. Win or loss. Couldn't agree more, Sam.
Yeah, no worries. I might have another opportunity to take a trade. You never know.
Oh man, I'm part of me still got the eyes to short this. I'll go to my screen.
Okay.
Pull it up here. So we'll see. By the way, you were talking about Apex, Jake. I just recently got 12. I got 12 funded so far. So haven't touched them yet. No trades on it yet. Hopefully we'll take our first trade today on these. But I also got top 1 futures that I'm working on. 3K profit target. So still got some work ahead of me, but I think I'm going to focus on these. If I do take a trade this morning, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I like Apex a lot, just because they just have so much money that they paid out. That's like that's the biggest thing that I look for in a prop firm is how much have they paid out? Like, what's the liquidity like? Am I gonna run into any issues? So the more they have paid out, the more I feel inclined that they're gonna follow through with paying me whenever I request a payout. That's why I like the Apex a lot.
Bro, Apex has paid out multiple people millions of dollars in one shot at a clip. They just paid shout out Desi. Desi is another ICT inversion fair value gap trader. I've learned quite a bit from him. He just he took a $1 million payout. It was like 950,000. So he took out all, after a certain point with Apex, they'll allow you to just take all of the profits. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so he did it. He took the money and he took payouts the whole time up to that point. But then he took the big lump sum and it was like 950,000 and they paid him in a couple days. It's just like insane.
Yeah. They got so much bread. That's a big payout. That is a big payout. I might get another trade. It might start trailing up. Hopefully it does. So I can.
Okay. Keep us posted. If you do, I'll let us know.
Yeah.
By the way,
a fat loss on stream, man. I love it. I love it.
By the way, the wizard in the chat just locked a payout of 2%. Let's go after being in drawdown almost 8%.
Nice. Congratulations.
That's probably the best feeling. That's happened to me one time in my life where I was like $200 away from blowing the accounts and eventually got it back up and took a payout. That happened one time. So that's a major W.
That is good.
Josh is asking me. Josh is asking me if I group trade all of my Apex accounts. Yeah, I mean, I'm always doing that. Like if I have a certain amount of accounts with a firm, I'm always just copy trading all of them. That's how I scale up and how I get bigger payouts. I need to do that. So yeah, I'm going to trade all 12 of them at once.
Yeah, I recommend trading all of your accounts at once too, yo, if you can. Like that's just more bread. I know it's more loss for the day, but I mean, just think about it. If you're have 12 accounts, you get $500 each. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Instead of having to like request, oh, okay, I'm at this now. I need. Well, I mean, you can do whatever works for you, but I mean, the point of trading is to have a lot of capital, right? You're gonna have to create that much capital.
Yeah, I mean, I made a YouTube video on this. It's just the reality that the only way you're going to start getting 5-figure payouts on a consistent basis is from copy trading. Like it's not feasible to do that on a single prop firm account, on a single 50K account. Like, if you want to get 5-figure payouts consistently in the prop game, you need to copy trade. That's what I love about futures because they have the most scalability when it comes to copy trading. So,
yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with you on that. If I mean, you could find any futures prop firm, they all have like some type of scalability. I think Apex has the most, if I'm not mistaken.
They do. Yeah, okay. They offer the most for sure. I think Funded Next is challenging them a little bit on that. I think they also let you trade 20 accounts.
Oh, nice.
But Apex is like they're the legends. They create
the big dogs.
They're the big dogs.
The big dogs.
Josh, I got my PA accounts yesterday. I activated them and they were in my trade of 8 within minutes. So I activated all of them and bro, I was able to capitalize off the $40 activation fee promo, which is still going on, by the way, guys. If you go over to Prop for a Match, this is the deal I used. I used code match. It's 80% off with Apex Trader funding with code match and $40 activation fee, which is just insane. Like it only cost me a few $100 to activate 12 accounts, which is crazy. Usually they're like at least $80, sometimes $90. Like $40 activation fee is really the best part of that promo, in my opinion.
$40 activation fee for Apex is a steal.
Insane. It really actually is. Like there's no other firm with that cheap of an activation fee. It's crazy.
No, I mean there might be, but it's not
reliable.
Yeah, it's not as reliable as Apex, yo. If it's not listed on Prop for a Match, I don't know about it.
So guys, as far as a trade goes, like technically I could still look for a short down to the midnight open for the midnight retracement, but we need an inversion, right? So we have no inversion after 9:30 to trade yet. Technically, if this gap gets inversed, I could take that short. So I could do this. if we get that closure, look for something like that. But as of right now, there's no entry. This is why I like to wait for inversions, because I have no confirmation. This just goes up to a higher low, higher high. So really there's no trade for me right now, like nothing. And if I go to the higher time frame, it's like, where is this going to stop? There's two areas I guess I could pay attention to. We have a little hourly fair value gap right here. And then if it wants to blow through that, I mean, it's just going to come up for these stacked highs right here on the hourly. So I have those marked out. That's it, man. That's really all I got here. If we get the inversion, I'll take the setup because I do think we're overextended and we've built up a lot of low resistance liquidity here. But I'm not going to fight the momentum. I need to get a confirmation entry, and that would only be a closure below 25,545. So we'll take it from there. We'll see.
On my screen, it's showing that red only crossed over blue. So whenever that happens too, that's also like another thing in my rule book to risk manage. So it kind of wicked me out. Now it's tapping back up. So hopefully it will continue up. Maybe I'll get like at least half of the loss back today.
Here we go, man. Yeah, let us know if you enter a trade. Let us know.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe we'll get this pullback. We'll see. By the way, where can we find that it says $40 activation fee? I'm not sure if it says that part on PFM, but I promise you it's part of the deal. Like I activated my accounts. I activated 12 accounts for $40. It's only going to show up once it's passed.
As well for $100. The 100K account, they have the $10 fee, I think. Still going on.
Is that with the new promo? You might know more than me. Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a $10 PA fee for 100K accounts. It's like $69 to get funded with one of those accounts.
What did I do right there? There we go. I just realized ES is a lot more bearish than NQ. Damn, part of me wants to get ready to take this. I didn't realize ES is really a lot more bearish. It looks like ES wants to come for these lows potentially. There's a huge SMT divergence right now. ES has not taken previous day's high, while NQ very obviously has. Yeah, there actually might be a short. If we could get an inversion, there really might be a short to take. There we go. Yeah, Josh just confirmed too. So Apex is $40 activation fees on all accounts except the 100K. It's $10. That's crazy, bro.
Dang.
Maybe
that's
we can do this.
That's the best deal I've heard of.
That is the best deal I've ever heard. Code match, fam.
That's a really good deal, yo.
I can do this giveaway. I have the names listed here. I've had them for like 20 minutes just chilling. So let's give away 2 accounts real quick while we wait for this setup to form. I don't want to get caught trying to short it early, so I'm going to wait. Let's do this. Let's do this giveaway quick. All right. This will be, again, we have 3 firms that we run giveaways for: Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, and Aqua Futures. Shout out to all 3 of our sponsors. Anyone who wins is going to get one of those 3 accounts. Okay. We don't clarify here on stream. The prop firm match support team is going to hook you up and match you with the account that makes sense for you, because sometimes people's countries are restricted with a certain firm. So it's just easier that way. But yeah, let's do it. Let's give away 2 accounts. All right. Dave Butcher, shout out. Dave Butcher is the first winner. Let me get your Discord name on here, brother.
Congratulations to the winner.
Here we go. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, I think I might get something.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's about 8 points away from crossing. I might get something. It might be the original entry, yo. Again.
Is it going to be a long or a short?
It'll be another buy, yeah, another long, yes.
Cool. All right, keep us posted. All right, let's do one more, chat. 1, 2.
What a way to start off the open.
Yeah, for real.
Smoker Rooney to Hey.
All right, Wild Bite. Wild Bite, shout out. Let me get your Discord handle here. And I'll show you guys how to claim your account real quick, and then we'll get back to charts. And don't worry, I still have like I'll still have 7 accounts to give away throughout the day. Okay, cool. I got your Discord handle. Beautiful. All right, so guys, this is how you're going to claim your account, by the way. You're going to go here to PFM support on X. Okay, I'll drop the link in the chat for you. There you go. Put it in the chat, and all you got to do is DM them. So follow and DM Prop Firm Match Support. Show them proof of your Discord handle. Send them a timestamp to make it easier for them. And yeah, they'll get you hooked up with your account. So shout out to the winners. And if you guys haven't won yet, don't worry. I still got like 7 accounts to give away throughout the stream. So just stay tuned. We'll announce the next giveaway soon. But yeah, nothing for me still. This fair value gap still holding up. So I'm in no trade. Are you in anything yet, Jake?
I'm getting really close. It's getting really close to another opportunity. We'll see if I can get it. All right, we're in there.
Oh, okay. Let me get your chart up.
One more time.
Let's run it back. By the way, Goldman Pro is asking if you can use MNQ to analyze CFDs. Yeah, so when I still traded CFDs for a short while, I got into the habit of looking at the futures chart because it's just the best. It's the most accurate data because that's like your CFD contract when you're looking at NAS 100. It's just trying to mimic the futures contract. So you're going to get the real price data. And the real analysis can be done on the futures contract, and you just trade that on the CFDs. So yes, absolutely. Here we go. Right into profit. Right into profit. Let's see.
Yeah, I want to hold for the original target though.
Fair. Because if you kept your original stop, you'd be okay right now.
Yeah, that's my idea. You're right. Yeah. Trying to see where that is though. Hold on.
Yep, it would be around there, it looks like.
There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, Jake is in. We'll see. Still nothing for me, man.
We'll see, baby.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got no inversion. I got no way to get long here for me. So I'm just kind of chilling, hands off. Yo, chat might be right again for like the 3rd day in a row. You guys said bullish. 80% of you were bullish, and the market has ripped since the open on NQ. So shout out.
Also, too, we're still like we're bullish on the day, we're bearish on the week and the month, and we're not as high as we were yesterday in the previous weekly range. So we do have some room to go up. So that's why I'm trying to see if I can hold for the original target.
Makes sense.
Behind it, yeah.
Makes sense.
But if same thing happens, like if red or whatever if red crosses over blue, I have a new stop right here. I mean, it'll be smaller than it'll be what? I don't know.
Do you ever trade Asia session?
No, I do not. No. I used to trade London.
Yeah, I used to trade London too when I was still working. I used to work at Trader Joe's, the grocery store.
Oh, dude, Trader Joe's is fire, dude.
Trader Joe's is fire. Shout out Trader Joe's. They're actually a great place to work for if you need that. I'm glad I don't work there anymore. But when I was still working there and trading, I worked the early morning session so that I could be home by like 11 a.m. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. to go over to Trader Joe's. And I would trade London. On my way into work, I'd be on the train, freaking trading from my cell phone. The London session. London session has some moves though. Like you can find some good moves in Nasdaq. Yeah.
One of the biggest trades that I've ever caught was during London. So it was during my days. It was last year I was trading prop firms. I had like 8. It was my first time I ever have made $1,000 on one account in one day. And it was like a 300 something point win because I just removed my take profit, kept my stop loss, and it just ran through. When I woke up, I was like, whoa, it's like, what just happened? It was one of those I didn't follow my rules type shit, and it really worked out for me.
Sometimes that's the way it goes. So you got into the trade, removed your take profit, and just went to bed and said, "We'll see what happens."
Yes, and I woke up and it was
Nice.
300. It was like $1,200, and I was like, "Close." I was like, "What?"
On a personal account?
No, it was on a profit account, and
Okay,
I had
okay, still.
like my consistency rule went up. I had to make like 4K instead of.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Dino's saying, "What are the real activation fees for Apex without discounts?" The thing is, bro, there's like always a discount. Like
Always.
the way Apex works with their model, there's always a discount. So if I told you the real activation fee, it's probably like $180 knowing them. But they're always running some type of crazy deal. So it's hard to really say.
Yeah.
Your trade's looking good, man.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Are you scared after you take a big loss like that? Are you a little worried that
No,
you're
I
not
get.
thinking clearly, or
It feels like all the the whatever I felt was just gone. I don't care anymore. I'm like, whatever, dude.
good, good. That's the way it should be.
Like, you know what? I'll lose double.
Man, I don't know, dude. Like sometimes the New York session can be really tough because it's like with me, I'm not the type of guy who could just buy at the high a day and then look to sell higher. So for me, I can't touch this right now. And New York session has those moves all the damn time. Like I've been trading a lot more Asia lately, bro. I'll take a little scalp in Asia because it's usually not going to be so one-sided. So a negative R model can actually work pretty good there because you can use a wide stop and just be like, you identify a good spot to get short or long in the Asia session with a wide enough stop. It's like, if this thing is just going to chop around in a 30, 40, 50 point range, can I capture 25 points out of that range, just getting into a good entry? Chances are I will. So I've been doing it a lot, man. And it works out. Whereas New York session, I could have a wide ass stop and it will hit my wide ass stop.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Because the volatility.
Yeah, there's a bunch of volume. Like, for
Exactly.
example, today, in and out, baby. 10 minutes.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, there's nothing really I could have done there. I'm looking back, like, I followed my rules. Like, I have a rule where it says if red crosses, like, if opposing signals happen, it looks like that signal didn't happen. You need to risk manage, find some way. That was my way today. Unfortunately, that was the wick that decided that it wanted to just stop me out and go back up. Whatever. That's fine. I think that's like a big maturity thing, like getting through the tough part of trading is like not FOMOing back in, following your plan, following your strategy. Yeah,
I was talking about that this morning because I did my version of that yesterday, actually, bro. I was on stream with Luna and I was looking for a short and I caught like an A+ short setup. It went straight into profit. It was looking great. And then what happened was I mostly trade on Tradeovate, right? But on these top one futures accounts, I'm trading on Project X.
Yeah.
And I made a mistake. I was trying to set a take profit order and I accidentally closed out of the position for like $70 profit. And then I didn't get back in. I proceeded to watch the market just run straight to my target.
Oh no.
So I was like, okay, is what it is.
Yeah.
But it annoyed me. Like it was annoying, bro.
Valid.
What I ended up doing for the rest of the session was trying to recapture that trade. And I was trying to short again. And I took 2 attempts. And they didn't work out. They ended up being losers. So by the end of the session, I was down like maybe $400 or $500. And that's kind of my version of that. Like, I don't really tilt anymore where I'm just going to blow my entire account in a day, but I still make mistakes and I still get, I do I make suboptimal decisions that don't make sense. I still do that. But the only difference is now I can size appropriately so that I'm not hitting my risk of ruin just because I'm not thinking clearly, where I feel like a lot of people that are not profitable long-term, they can be really good traders. They can find good setups. They can win most of the time. But as soon as they finally hit that moment where they either take a bad trade or take a big loss, like all bets are off. They just blow everything up after months of work. I don't do that anymore. I still make mistakes. I still make stupid decisions. I still take bad trades, but I size appropriately so that I can survive it. Because I've already gotten over the fact that I'm going to make those mistakes. I'm still going to take dumb trades. I used to think that like a good trader never makes mistakes. It's just not true.
Me too. Yeah, that is not true.
The key is, can I just size appropriately so I don't blow out when I am making bad decisions? Yeah, and that's the key. And then I was able to trade small enough that by the afternoon, I made the money back and closed the day green because I sized appropriately. But if I was like doubling my position, tripling my position, removing my stop loss, I would have been cooked, you know?
Yes, that's what I used to do as well. But yeah, I feel like to get through that, you have to grow through it. You have to experience it enough to realize, like, you know what, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I know that if I don't do that, then I won't feel this way. It's just like the initially starting it at first is really uncomfortable, and then you have to keep forcing yourself to act that way, and eventually the uncomfortability. I mean, I still get uncomfortable. I still have FOMO thoughts and stuff. Like, I'm human. I get emotional, but I've experienced enough to where I have done the exact same thing and it just hasn't worked out in my favor, and it actually takes longer to get where I want to be. You know? Oh
my God. One of my students, Abby, is in the chat. She just said, "Stop talking crap on me. Stop talking shit on me." Because she does this. She's still doing this, but she's only been trading like a year. Like, bro,
oh my gosh,
dude, you know how long I was doing that? I was doing that for 2.5 years straight. Like, yes. I was a decent trader even 2 years in. Like, I had good technical analysis, but I would lose my mind on the charts. Like,
a loss would just make me. I mean, I was honestly, I was a big gambler back then when I first started trading. I stopped. I stopped going to the casino, stopped gambling because I feel like it messes with my trading, yo, for real.
Slippery slope.
Yes, and I think gambling is not good. And whenever I gambled trading, it wasn't good. So I mean.
Yeah, man.
Don't gamble.
Don't gamble. I think all of us as traders, we gotta admit that we have the gambling tendency in us, or we wouldn't even be attracted to doing this.
I agree. A risk is fun.
I feel pretty lucky that I never gambled in my life before trading. Like, I didn't even buy scratch off tickets. It just wasn't my thing. But what's funny is gambling is in my family. Like, my grandpa is a huge gambler, bro. Big gambler. Old school New York guy, you know what I mean? Old school Italian. Like, he loved his gambling, man. Casino, sports betting. He had a bookie, all that stuff. Nice. So I have it in my blood, and trading did activate it. And I was totally a gambler. Like, that's what I'm saying. I would take one bad trade before you know it. I'm literally like punching my keyboard. I was that guy. I would punch the keyboard. I broke my laptop once. Like, I was the worst, dude.
Dang.
And
yeah,
I hit a point that I just said to myself, bro, I literally cannot do this much longer. I'm going to lose my mind. Like, it's going to mess up my life. So, and I hit that point, and I literally was like, if I want to keep trying to do this, and at this point, like, I really loved trading. I had a bunch of friends in the space. Like, it became my life. And I was like, the only way I can keep doing this is if I stop this. Like, you hit a certain boiling point where you either quit or you figure it out, and you need to do one of the two. Most people quit. Yeah. And unfortunately, I think you're right, bro. You just need to touch the stove one too many times that you go, all right, I am done. And again, doesn't mean I don't still have the gambling tendency in it. Like, I don't blow accounts. Of course I blow accounts, but I know how to get to that payout. I know how to get to the points, and I know how to, I make mistakes at better times. Like, I know how to not make a mistake when I'm $200 away from a payout. I can keep the composure and get to the damn payout, even if I take a couple losing days, because I'm so close. Whereas maybe I will blow an account on my second day. Like, maybe I have a tilt day, but the stakes are not as high at that point because I haven't put 2 weeks of work into it, getting close to the payout. Where a lot of people, they could trade really good in the beginning, get damn close to that payout, and then they choke, and they finally tilt on the day that they were supposed to get a payout. So it's about learning those, like, the nuances of that. Like, we're gonna make mistakes, but can you not make a mistake when it really matters? That's the point.
Managing emotions is key. That's really tough. Really, I mean, you have to experience all the negative though. all the negative emotions that you have experienced that's led you up to the point where you are trading your career. I mean, I'm thankful for that for me, because I had the point, I think I talked about on last stream, like where I was going to quit or keep going, and I decided to keep going. And somehow I met this dude who was actually trading in, like, he was in the sauna. I went to this gym. He was like, "What are you trading?" I'm like, "What?" So there's other people out there that trade. So that kind of gave me a little some motivation. And he was older. He was older a little bit than me. And I was just like, yo, okay, I can't give up. People actually do this. I'm not the only one. I'm young. I got to figure it out. And that's when I started to really lock in on trying to find a strategy that fit me. But before then, I was just gambling, using robots and trying to get money back that I lost, and all those types of things that they tell you not to do. Every single person in the space, even the gurus, they tell you not to do that, but you still do it because it's a human tendency. It's just emotion, and then learning how to, like, you're biologically like bred to be like that. So it's just finding the shift. Eventually you'll find it if you don't give up. If you don't quit trading, sometimes it takes longer for people, but I feel like majority of the people who decide to keep going figure it out.
Well, dude, I think, well, yeah, first off, I totally agree. That's why having a community is important. I think that's why we have this live stream on PFM TV. It's like people need other traders to be around, and most people are not lucky enough to like find someone at the gym that also trades, or you know, like it's hard to find traders in real life. I still have never met someone else that trades in real life. All my friends are through the internet. And having that community really helps you because you can be held accountable. You have people to bounce ideas off of, to talk to. Even if it's as simple as you're just watching a daily live stream like this, you're getting to hear these conversations. These are the types of things that people are going through and thinking about when they're trading. So, yeah, it's super important to find that stuff. But
and seeing people lose. I remember, like, when I first started, I was like, yo, no one's losing. Am I the only one losing? Am I the one not making bread? I mean, even for me losing today, I mean, I'm sure people liked seeing me lose, because even though not in like a negative way, but just like, okay, well, he also loses. I take losing trades. It's normal to lose in trading. We need to normalize taking losing trades, because I just feel like you see a lot of show on the internet, you know?
Yeah, that's the beauty of live streaming, is people can't curate it to only show the wins. Like, you know, you're going to have to watch me do it in real time. I'm going to take a loss. I'm going to make some mistakes. But
everybody does, and it's okay. I promise. It's okay.
Also, though, one other thing, you know, that what you were saying made me think about is that most people, if they could just stick through it and submit to time, they will figure it out. I agree with that. I've noticed this. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I think people are better at trading. Like, I think the entire trading space, the prop firm space, I think people are better traders overall than they were 2 years ago, because there was a huge boom in trading of people getting into it 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? Everyone was new. So like these prop firms, for example, like the CFD space that offered static drawdown, and like, I feel like it was, they were a lot more profitable a few years ago with those models, because people were not nearly as good at trading as they are now. A lot of those people that got into it 4 years ago there's been a good amount that have stuck with it and became profitable. And 100%. Now they're taking those payouts, which is, I just think it's interesting. Like, I think prop firms are noticing that, like, damn, people keep getting better.
So they keep switching out these rules on us. Like, you gotta,
you know,
consistency.
Exactly. We love props. They give people amazing opportunities, but you know, they gotta make their bread too. This is a symbiotic relationship.
They are a company.
Have to make money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't even think a lot of people really talk about that too in the trading space. Like, you gotta make money. You want to make money. They want to make money. It's a making money. Everybody wants to make money, and it's just like it's avoiding all the noise. I think it's like finding something that you click with, like your students or your people who watch your stream, just finding that person that you can relate to, and like you match their styles. You kind of have some similar thought processes. Like, those things are important. Having, like you do, live streams, data, stuff that works and doesn't work, you just are able to know.
Yeah, most of the
you watch sorry, I don't know. Never mind.
No, go for it. Were you gonna say Matan?
Yeah, TJR was on.
I watched that. I did. I watched that pod the other day. That was funny, bro. I love that dude. That kid's hilarious. Matan, I'm talking about. Matan is hilarious.
Yo, I was geeked up the whole time laughing. It was so funny. I was like, yo, just he doesn't even know how to answer. You can just see the body language. Like, bro, come on, relax.
That dude is hilarious. If you guys want a funny podcast to watch that ends up being it's trading related, check out Matan Evan. He interviewed TJR. It was funny.
Yeah, it was so funny.
But yeah, Sam the Trader, prop firms introduced a higher need for discipline. Traders had to adapt to get payouts. Yeah, it made a lot of people much better at trading. 100%.
Yes.
You
have to follow their rules, and you have to follow your system's rules, and you have to follow your own their rules.
Dude, I didn't even know what risk reward was before I started trading with prop firms. Granted, I was only a year in before I found props, so it makes sense in that regard. I would have figured out what risk reward was at some point, but prop firms definitely helped speed up that process. They did.
I remember doing like a 1 to 2, but not really knowing truly what risk to reward was until experience.
I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, yo, this is genius.
1 to 10, bro.
Yeah, I'm just going to take 1 to 10s.
Yeah, maybe this hits take profit. You never know. I don't know.
It's coming.
But I mean, I did what I did today. I don't know. It might reverse here and not hit take profits, whatever. I lost today. I lost some bread. It's all good. It's all good.
Nah, this looks good.
I mean, I'm thinking this week, just maybe not today, but we should. I don't know. Yesterday, we really wanted to flip, and it didn't flip. So maybe tomorrow or maybe today, it's just really bullish. Trump's speaking today at 2.
Is he?
Yeah, he checked the Forex Factory. He's speaking for sure. I think I might.
Oh damn, you're right. 2 p.m.
Yeah, I think what I might do is put my stop loss right at my original profit target now. Like,
I think that's fair. That's fair. Lock in something.
Just so I can lock in. Yeah.
And I think that's a safe spot. I think if your TP is gonna hit, I think
I mean, technically, this is my take profit. So I mean, Now, you did reduce your stop loss, Jake, earlier. If you had your original stop, it would have you would have not eaten the loss. Is that something you consider for your next trade? Do you think about that, or is it just like you followed your system and it just can't always work perfect? I think that I could think about it, and I feel like that would lead me to a lesser performance the next time. I just take it in consideration. Okay, well today, I mean, it was super like rejection bearish. I'm like, okay, I need to definitely. I mean, it looks like at the time it was gonna just go all the way down. So like, all right, last time it looked exactly the same.
It did look pretty bearish in the moment.
Yeah,
like I was feeling the same way. I was like, I think you should reduce that stop.
Yeah, but I mean, I follow my plan. I follow my strategy. I follow the rules of what. And even if I do lose today, I mean, that's fine. I'm going to lose money regardless if this comes back and hits my take profit right there, or if it's, right there, I'm going to be in a loss for today. But I'm not as much of a loss as I was beforehand. So that's good.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Here's a good question. Someone just asked, what was your answer to the people who say trading is gambling and it will never make you money? It will only take your money. Maybe you could answer that one first, Jake. What do you think about that?
I think that those people just haven't really experienced trading for what it is, and honestly, you're going to lose money at first, but if you continue sticking around, you're going to figure out how to make money. And that's the whole point of trading, is to make money, but you have to figure out like what way to make money for you. It's all math. Like starting a business, I mean, that takes a risk. It's risking your own money to make more money. It's mathematical, it's statistical, there's data in it. You can treat it like gambling for sure, but I mean, that won't get you anywhere. Those people who are saying that the market will continue to take your money are right if you treat it like gambling.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that, man. I think I would even go a step further and say, like, listen, trading it kind of is gambling, guys. Like, as much as people don't want to admit that, you're speculating on something and you don't know what the outcome is. The thing about that though is you can make that case for a lot of things. Like someone said in the chat, I agree. Starting your own business, you're kind of taking a gamble. You don't know if that business is going to work out. You're going to do everything in your power to make it work out. But there's nothing is a 100% sure thing. Just like Jake said, it's all about probabilities and math. Like, this is where win rate comes in, risk reward. This is where having a system comes in. And to be fair, listen, gambling gets a bad rap because most people don't do it correctly, just like trading. But bro, there are professional sports gamblers and professional poker players. Like, they're kind of the same thing as a professional trader. What I love about trading though, I think trading is a bit more realistic to make a consistent income than say something like sports gambling, because with trading, you just have so much control over your outcome. You can get in and out of a trade exactly the way you want to, when you want to. If let's just say for futures specifically, whereas, if you take a sports bet, once you're in that bet or that trade, I mean, it's kind of is what it is. The outcome either hits or doesn't. Whereas with trading, you have a lot of freedom. You can have a perceived profit target and then the trade starts going in your favor, but you don't think it's going to hit that perceived profit target. You close it early for some money. You have a lot more control around it. So I still think trading is way better than trying to be a professional sports gambler or something like that. But at the end of the day, these things are somewhat, they kind of are gambling to a degree.
Yeah. But I mean, how are you going to, you think these people who are, like starting these businesses, multimillionaires, that you have to take a risk. Like you have to take a risk to be able to make, I feel like that type of money. And the people who are super successful in this world, they've taken risks, and like trading is a risk.
Yes.
And just like starting a business is a risk. Like what do you want your risk to be though? Do you want to not take a chance and see if you can figure out something that is profitable mathematically?
Yeah.
If you can get out of your own way, or do you just want to do what other people tell you to do? So I mean,
what else could be labeled? What else could be considered a risk or a gamble is working at the same job for the same employer for 20, 30 years. You don't know if that company is going to go under or not. You don't know if they're going to, eventually get to the, lay you off 10 years in. Like everything is perceived risk and a gamble to some degree.
I agree. Putting in my journal. Sorry, man, my voice is cracked twice this stream, dude. I am ripping.
Oh, bro, listen, I be streaming 4 to 5 hours a day. My voice stays cracking now these days.
It says that I have. I took $360 loss today, so that's whatever.
But then you took win, right?
Well, it was like five. It was like 580, then 540, then I win 176 after commission for today.
So it's pretty. That was pretty controlled risk, bro. Like that was still good execution on your part, getting back into the trade and still making a little bit of profit to reduce your loss. Yeah, it was good trading, honestly.
Thank you. You can't. Going also into trading, like a big thing is people just want to win. And I understand, like I want to win too. I love taking dubs, but like the whole, you have to, if you want, you can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. You got to take those losses. It's like you could look at it, try to change your perspective of a loss, like, oh, it's a business expense, or it's my tax, or something of those types of sorts. You don't just try to put a positive spin on it. To be honest, paying some tax to the market today, haha.
Paying your tuition, baby.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at, and also I'm down to run another giveaway. I mean, Jake did take a little dub right there at the end. Overall loss for the day, but still took a dub. We can celebrate with a giveaway. We can give away 2 more accounts. So let's do this. While I get ready to show you guys my analysis real quick, go over to the Prop Firm Match Discord. We're gonna run our next giveaway. I'll show you guys how to do this again real quick if there's any new viewers, if you just tuned in. Also, if you're viewing the stream on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. That's where you'll get the Discord invite link. There is a pinned comment at the top of the chat. Click that link. It will invite you into the Prop Firm Match Discord. You'll just have to get verified. It takes like 5 seconds. Once you do that, these channels will open up. You're going to go to PFM TV. You're going to go to the stream chat, scroll all the way down. And here, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to say type -RR to enter the giveaway. So anybody that types the words -RR below my name right here in the stream chat Discord, there you go. Seeing all these entries come in. You will be entered into the giveaway. We'll get all these names. We'll get a list and we'll give away a couple of accounts. So get that going. In the meantime, we will, I got my charts up. I can show you guys what I'm looking at here. All right. So we're getting a nice little sell off here. So remember this level I marked off, guys, this 4-hour fair value gap? Or no, it was a 1 hour gap. So it's small, but it's there. So we have this little 1 hour gap right here. I had that marked off. We tapped into it. So we have filled the gap and now we're getting a slight rejection. So what I'm looking at, this is a 5-minute bullish gap. I'm considering taking this, honestly. So if we get a 5-minute closure here, this would still be our first midnight mechanical entry model to trade in the direction of midnight. So it would look something like this. Okay, midnight is way below us. We could still go there. So we'll see if we get this. We got a minute 30 left on this candle. I'm going to try to be patient and not get in early. We'll see, man. I do think this could play out. So let's see if we get this this inverse.
I like your music that you got in the background, dude. You have to send me the playlist.
Bro, it's actually just like generic StreamYard music.
Oh, nice.
Shout out StreamYard.
Shout out StreamYard, dude.
But yeah, guys, like, listen, I don't think looking for shorts up here is insane. Okay, the market's pretty overextended on the 4-hour time frame. We're at a deep premium as well. If you pull a fib from here, from the low to the high, anything above 50% could be perceived premium pricing, easier to short. I bet we're above discount up here too. If I pull the fib from the overall all-time high to the swing low, here's the 50% retracements. Okay, so we're in a deep premium right now. So we could get a mean reversion short. Doesn't mean we're not going to eventually go back up to all-time highs, but we have midnight open. It has not been retraced yet. The midnight open has not been retraced. So we know roughly 70% of the time the market retraces to the midnight open, right? We could trade in that direction. The midnight mechanical model is about to, we're about to get an entry signal. 5-minute inversion is going to hit. I'm going to take this one. We're going to go for it. I'm going to do 2 micros. I want to give it the room it needs. All right. I just entered. Let's see. Stops. 677. Okay, I would need a buy stop because I'm going to sell, right? I'm so confused with Project X, bro. It confuses me. So, okay, I would need a buy stop as my stop loss up here. 25,680. Yeah, it would be a buy stop. Okay, cool. Limit order, you have a few options. You can look for 1-to-1. You can look for 0.5. I'd like to target, like, I don't know, 25,500 I think could be good. Let's do 25,505. See if we can get that. We got the inversion. Now there's 2 ways to enter the inversion, right? This is the aggressive one where you enter on the close of this candle. You could also set a limit order in hopes of a retest of this inversion. But I may even look for add a couple contracts if we get up here, if it still looks good. But we're only in 2 micros, so we're giving this a lot of room, and let's see how it plays out. Midnight open is way below us, okay? Way below us down at 25,370s. Okay, now I don't need to look to hold all the way to the midnight open. Okay, if I can just get a 1R around here, that's enough. Now, the one thing we don't want this to be is that this ends up being a little sweep right here and the market continues higher, which is feasible. But again, we're in a deep, deep premium. We tapped into that hourly fair value gap. We're above the midnight open. We have the Asia and London session liquidity right here. Like, there's enough reasons for me to take this. This is just like, Jake took an L on his idea, but it was a valid setup. That would be mine too, if it does lose. So we'll see.
Man, you're doing a great job following your plan.
Trying, man. It's all we can do,
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone said ES left equal highs, so that's not my favorite thing for a short. Where are equal highs? I don't see any. I don't really see any equal highs. I think we're okay there. Let's see. I mean, the market could definitely pull back if it wants a little bit. Like, that's fair, and the trade could still be valid. So that's why we got the wide stop for now.
If it goes past that black line, you're going to break even or what?
Maybe. I'm trying to remember. So that black line is previous day's high. So that could be, that would at least be, if we get a closure below that, I'd at least start reducing the stop for sure.
100%.
Yeah. So let's see, guys. This is where nuance comes in too. Like, I wanted to get in on the break, on the close of this candle, because I just feel like this is too deep of a pullback to assume it's going to retest there to get the better entry. That's why sometimes I get in on the limit order on the retest of the inverted gap. Other times I'll get in at the market close. It's just nuance for me. Like, the market could still come up and retest this, but it's a little too high up for me to feel like it could very easily just keep running from here. So, but that's also why I'm only in 2 micros, because I am aware though that if it wanted, it could come up here. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a closure. Can we get a 5-minute closure? Maybe we look for just 512 too for now. Let's see. I'm going to start reducing this stop. I wouldn't even let it get all the way up here, I think, at this point. But let's see, because we really want to see this closure below previous day's high. That would be ideal. It ain't over till it's over, chat. If it could still totally reverse on us. Got to be ready for it.
Boom, my situation. Dun, 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 dun.
So no 5-minute closure below previous day's high. Just something to note. It's 1 minute. 1 minute can go either way. Like, the 1 minute could still bring us back up towards this imbalance, and then it continues lower if it wants to be difficult. But obviously, we would rather see it just rip down here. Come on, previous day's high. Just break. How's ES looking? I feel like there might be, there's some bullish SMT on ES. We don't like that, but ES did just create equal lows right here. So that's kind of a good sign for us. There's equal lows right here that ES just left. Here's the thing though, ES could totally come back into this imbalance, which would also drive NQ up, obviously. And it could still come lower after that. So something like this. But the fact that ES left those equal lows is a good sign for me.
What's your favorite coffee drink?
Favorite coffee? Like
Go.
from like a coffee shop or at home?
Either, like, if you prefer drinking your coffee at home or a coffee shop, just like all-time favorite. If you could have any coffee drink, what are you getting?
Any if I had to like just pick one for the rest of my life, I would just go straight espresso.
Straight espresso.
I got it right here. I got a little double espresso.
Nice. Do you put anything in it, or it's just straight up?
For the espresso, it's just straight up. I like a good cappuccino though. If I want some milk, I'll do cappuccino. But
Nice.
straight espresso, man, I get the hit. I get that caffeine hit. That's what I need, especially as a trader.
Dude, we need it. It's in our bloods.
Exactly. All right, guys. So we're pulling back up. Previous day's high did hold as support for now. Honestly, so this inversion, I'd be less interested in it going up there. I really would not want to see this market go back above here. But it could tap into here. It could be used as a magnet to then ideally take us lower if it wants. This 15-minute gap is giving us the problem. Like, this is kind of a pretty key level. But I like my target. I think my target still makes sense. Again, if the market retraces to midnight today, like, this is super low-hanging fruit, guys. Midnight is all the way down here at 73.
I like the color scheme you got going on for your candles.
The blue and black?
Yeah, I really like it.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I've had the blue and black for a minute now, honestly, for like two and a half years. Never went back after that. I used to do, black backgrounds, whatever. I think it was maybe like red candles, dark background. The one thing about the blue and black is you kind of need to have like a bright white background. If you notice, I don't use like full white. I use like a darker white because it could hurt your eyes a little bit, but I just like the way it looks so much more.
Yeah, it looks clean. I like it. I don't know when I think I started doing purple and white candles when I started streaming. I was just like original, green and red, baby. But I was like, I have to have a theme for my stream, and it was like a purple background. So I was just boom.
One thing I'll say, if you're still using red and green candles, you're a psychopath.
It's the psychology, man. Seeing the red.
Dude, it really does mess with you psychologically. Like when I went to blue and black, I remember being a lot more calm throughout my trades.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's definitely a thing.
I agree. And like, especially your background, it's subtle. It's not overpowering.
Yeah, exactly. Josh is saying in regards to the coffee conversation, he said, I can't do straight coffee or espresso. Need a lot of milk, cafe con leche. Dude, I love a cafe con leche. I have I think it's like a coffee shop. The owner's from like Argentina or something. And they make the best cafe con leche. There's like honey in it. It's delicious. Ooh. Really good.
I like a little mocha chocolate and some espresso.
Oh yeah, can't go wrong with mocha. All right, guys, back into a little bit of drawdown. Let's see. So this gap, I mean, it makes sense for the market to come up and fill some of this gap. We just want this to hold as resistance with the idea that it's going to take us lower. But again, we get a closure above like 608. I think I may have to cut the trade. So we'll see. Take it minute by minute, candle by candle.
No worries, man. I'm open to taking a third trade if I get another entry today.
Nice. Yeah, well, you still got, you got the gunpowder for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see, guys. I don't like the way this candle's moving right now. It looks like it might want to just rip up and get me, which would suck when it came so close to TP. But that's trading. This New York session, the morning has been quite tough recently, in my opinion. It's been like, there's just a lot more of like faking out than usual. It's just what I've noticed. Like so many days on stream, bro, I've been red on stream, and then I get off stream in the PM session, I make the money back. It's been rough. Been a weird couple weeks for morning session. Yeah, I'm not liking the way this looks, but we're gonna see. I am up 170 from the overnight, so this is kind of like fun money. So if how big is this stop right now? 300. So I'd be down like 120 on the day if this hits full stop, which I think it might. This does not look good.
No worries.
How does ES look? This looks so bad now. Damn, what looked like such a good trade is looking rough right now, guys. If we make a new high, like my only thought process is that it wants to come up here to the 720s. Just so far away. That's like so much work. Two minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see if it can pull us back. As long as we don't get a closure above this on the 5-minute, I could stay in. But if we get that, I think I have to cut it.
Zen o'clock, baby.
I need a Zen. I'm getting stressed out. You know, make a team.
I understand, bro.
Oh my god, it's the worst feeling when a trade starts looking great and then it just completely says,
"See you
know, F you." Yeah, this is totally gonna hit the full stop. I think I may have to. I'm gonna cut this in a sec. Yeah, we got to cut this, guys. This looks terrible. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to survive this last 1 minute, but it's just ripping. I'm trying to not get shaken out before this 5-minute candle closes, but it's like really making it hard for me.
It's kind of like a little bit rangy.
I know. This just came so close to these highs now, though, that you're like, does it want to just sweep the highs? I guess it could want to do that instead. ES also might inverse that 5-minute. We got 20 seconds left.
Hey chat, make sure you give the stream a like, okay? If you haven't liked the stream, like the stream.
Smash that like button, chat. Come on, give it to us. We almost got 100 people watching on just YouTube. How many likes do we got?
104 on my screen.
Hey, okay, dope.
It's pretty decent, yo.
We'll announce the winners of our giveaway as soon as this trade's over, guys. Let's just give it a sec. So stay tuned because I got your list. I got the names for everyone. What do you think, Jake? Should I cut it? I think I'm going to cut this.
I think that you should do whatever you think is best because whatever you think is best is the best.
Yep. I'm going to move the stop to 635 and yeah, we're going to totally get tagged out. But I'll give it that little bit of hopium.
Yeah. No, bro, it's all good. Like you're risk managing. You're taking a smaller loss than what was intended. So it's all good.
Yes, sir.
And it could still come back, I mean, it's not over until it's over,
It ain't over till it's over.
But yeah,
after this though, I'm not sure where to go next. Because if we make a new high, it's like, okay, I don't think I want to keep trying to short this market. This really should have held if we were going to keep going lower. So we might not get a midnight retracement today. That's what I have to think about. And then I have to go, do I want to go long or do I just want to chill and not take any trades?
Yeah, I understand. I like to tell myself, I saw this video of this, I don't know, I forgot her name, but actually she was talking about as a day trader, to it's like not second guess whatever you think is right. Like usually my first thought, I'm like, that's probably the right thought. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like just boom. I think that was one of the biggest things that I had to overcome is I would like, should I or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, bro, because I mean, like whatever you think is right, because we can't really know what will happen until, and you're always going to get another opportunity. I wish somebody would have told me that. Like, whatever you think is right is right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting the list ready for this giveaway right now, guys. I got all your names.
For me, ADX is at 22. So if it went to 25 today, I'll probably take another one, but it would have to make some type of structure.
Yeah, this is definitely going to hit stop loss for sure. And then I think if it goes here, I think there's no reason it doesn't just go up to a new high a day. So I could save a little bit of money there. All right, there we go, guys. So we're down $80 on the 550K instant funded accounts with top one futures. So, I mean, we're really just kind of at break even today. I still got bullets in the chamber, man. I'm happy to take another trade, but we need to get it.
Hey, W following the plan, bro. Good job.
Yeah. So that was the Midnight Mechanical model entry setup, guys. Now, technically, if you did take this, and you want to just be purely systematic, your stop would just go at the high right here. But again, this is just nuance for me and market experience. This is going to hit. If it hit that stop here at 630 or whatever, it's there's no reason it's not going here. So I saved myself a few points, But yeah, it failed. It is a failure today, which is part of the game.
Part of the game, 100%.
All right, chat. Let's do this giveaway. I got the names. I got the list ready. Let's get this going. All right, new list.
Only $80, man. Only $80. That is, you'll be able to recover that in no time, bro.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We can still be green today.
Yeah. We've got how many hours left of the market? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh says, yeah, that first thought is your subconscious mind taking control, or some would call it gut feeling. Yep, 100%. Yeah, some people are agreeing with me. New York session has been a bit weird. I agree. I just think it's been a bit tougher to trade the last couple of weeks. Kenny says, Zach, I think I missed my entry for the giveaway. Would you be so kind as to make a new list for the next one? Yeah. For the next, I still have, how many accounts do I have left? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 accounts to give away still. So we'll do 2 or 3 right now. We'll make a new list for the next one, Kenny. I got you, brother. All right, let's do this, though. Bam, Sila Sri, you are the winner. That's a new name. Shout out. Let me find you on Discord, and then I will show you guys how to claim it for anyone that's new. And again, if you guys are watching on Instagram, but you want to participate in the giveaways, come on down to the YouTube stream. Catch us on YouTube at Prop Firm Match in the live section, and you'll be able to get the Discord invite link so you can join the next one. Let me just find your name, though, and then I'll show you how to claim the accounts.
Prop Firm Match, the best tool in the industry, chat. Nothing better.
Yeah, low key or high key for real.
High key, yo.
All right. Silas, so this is what you do. You're going to go over to X and you're going to go to the PFM support X account. Okay. I'll drop a link in the chat for you guys. There you go. So click on that. If you won your giveaway, and all you're going to do is follow and DM Prop Firm Match support, show them proof of your Discord handle, send them a timestamp too. That'll make things a little easier for them, and they'll get you hooked up. Again, shout out to our sponsors. We got Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, and Aqua Futures, all hooking us up with accounts every single day to give away. If you guys are new, we run like 8 to 12 accounts we give away every single day. So there's not a single other live stream that's giving away as many accounts as us. But that's how you do it. You claim it there. They'll get you hooked up. You're going to win one of those 3 firms. We don't clarify here on stream. The support team will match you with the account that makes sense for you. So of those 3 firms. So just get that going and you'll get hooked up. It does take a couple of days, so just be patient. But all right, let's do another one. We'll remove that name. Here we go. Here we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Justin Pena.
Let's go.
Let's go. Find you on Discord real quick, Justin. Beautiful. Got you right here.
Free accounts are always the best.
For real. I don't know about you, Jake. I've never won a giveaway account in my life, bro.
I've actually only won one giveaway in my entire life for it. Have you ever heard of this firm called Effexify?
Yeah, I think I have back in the day.
It was
Forex firm, right?
Yeah. It was like their first opening. They gave an account away. There was like a 10, 100K accounts they gave away. I was like, yo, I won. I entered with three emails.
Dude, yeah, I don't think I've ever won one. But also, to be fair, I'm not like out there looking for giveaways. Even when I was like new, I don't know. I didn't think about it. So yeah, I just never won any accounts. But all right, let's give away one more, chat. And then don't worry for the other. I'll still have like six or 5 accounts to give away. We'll do a couple new lists. So you still got time. Stay tuned to the stream. We do this like every 30 minutes or so, every 45 minutes, we run some giveaways, give away a few accounts on a clip. So stay tuned for the next one. You'll be able to enter again. But all right, let's do this.
Adib said he has 7 giveaway accounts. That's great, bro. You're fortunate.
Hey, Maria. Shout out, Maria.
Let's go.
Find you on Discord. Got you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I still got like 4 accounts to give away throughout the end of the stream. But again, quick reminder, guys, to claim your account, go over to PFM support on X. I'll drop the link again for you. Just click on that. DM them over at PFM support. Show them proof of your Discord handle, and they'll get you hooked up. So, yeah, man. All right. We still got a few accounts to give away, but we'll save it for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes from now. And we'll get back to trading. I think we do need to take a quick break, a quick little bathroom/coffee break. I want to thank you, Jake, for coming on again. As always, man, you're the man. Love having you here.
Thank you so much for having me on again.
Of course, man. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you very soon.
Yes, bro. Starting to become a little bit of a regular.
Yes, sir. Anywhere, we have all of Jake's links in the description of this video, but anything you want to like plug or, let them know where to find you?
YouTube at StoicADX, Instagram at StoicADX, that Discord at StoicADX. That's all I got. Thank you so much for having me, bro. I really appreciate it. Just having me on, and it's always a good time.
Absolutely, brother. All right, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, man. You have a good rest of your day. See you, chat.
Too,
W chat. W.
Later,
bro.
All right. Shout out Stoic. Big shout out for Stoic. He's the man. He's the man. Zach, check the trading room on Discord, please. My name is Amin on Discord. I have a surprise for you. Okay. All right. Let's do that real quick, and then we'll take a quick break. Damn, Amin fading me, bro. You just stopped me out. That was right where my stop loss was. Hey, man, listen. GG's. I got applause. Bro, you're the winner. Shout out Amin, man. I love it. I love a good, healthy competition. I mean, bro, honestly, this is a great markup. Like, this makes sense. Listen, maybe I'm trying to force the shorts because I love trading the midnight retracement. It's one of my favorite setups. Most of the time I can lean on it to get the correct bias for the day. Today it ain't working. The market wants to keep going up. We faded it and, it didn't work out. But I got to say, if you're just trying to follow trend and stick with the momentum, this is a beautiful long, it all makes perfect sense to me, bro. Like for real. Market comes back up, trades into that imbalance. You get your retracement back to equilibrium. You sweep out some internal lows right here. So you took liquidity, tap into an imbalance, goes back up. There's probably an inversion in here, some way to get that entry off this engulfing candle. You look for the high day. It's a great trade, like solid trade, bro. Yeah, GG's. I can't complain. I really can't. Yeah, dude. Nah, shout out. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. But all right, guys, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in, I don't know, 3 minutes or so. And we'll get ready to finish up the stream. We still got about an hour. We'll give away 4 more accounts. And listen, if I see another trade, I'll take it. So we'll see what the next hour brings us. But yeah, I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And we'll get back to trading and giveaways. All right. All right. What is good, chat? We're back. We're back. How we doing? Let's get these. There we go. Right. Told you. Quick break. Markets kind of going nowhere. Came up, swept that high, but kind of pulled back. I don't know, man. Yeah. We might just be going up towards 720s. It's just still so far away with, in a deep premium that I'm a little now. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in trying to long this up to 720s when we have not retraced midnight. So for me, I just got to chill with no trade. We have not inversed this hourly gap. So we did just get an hourly candle closure, but it did not inverse the gap, but we left a wick. So yeah, man, I just got nothing here. Nothing that I want to do. Midnight is still way below us. You know, I really rely on the midnight open price. Most of the time it keeps me on the right side of the market, but sometimes there's going to be those days where we don't get the retracement. We just run in one direction. And those are the days that I just got to be aware of it and be ready so that I don't overtrade or try to force something to happen, you know? So I think it's no trades for me right now, unfortunately. What do you guys think, though? Do you think we're going up to 720, or do you think we come back down to like 500s first? What do you think comes first? 25,720 or 25,500? Let me know. This is pretty damn bullish, though. I mean, it tapped into that 15-minute imbalance and just kept ripping. So in a bullish market, that's what you want to see happen. You want to see the market ideally take some type of internal liquidity like it did here, tap into an imbalance, and keep going. ABD says we're going to all-time highs today. I don't know about today, but maybe soon. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Yeah, it could just rip right up there. It could happen. I don't think we're going to reach all-time highs today. That's way away, but I hear you. Market is bullish. Well, Taj says 25,720 comes first. I say we dip first. Kenny thinks we dip first and you bet short. Yeah, I think it could happen. Either way, there's no entry here. There's nothing to do right here. So we just chill for now. So this hourly fair value gap on the lower time frame seems to be kind of holding up as supports. Now what you got to do is, if you do look for that short down to midnight still, like, really not even just for that, but just in general in terms of like keeping a bullish bias, you really wouldn't want to see the market close below like 590s. If you get that, you probably go a bit lower. But as long as this overall zone holds, it's just bulls are in control. Bulls are real deep in control. Boogie Charmander says yen carry trade unwind's going to rip us apart before taking any all-time high. Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean? I know about the yen carry trade, but maybe give some more context into that. That sounds interesting. Darling says break, retest, then buy. ABD says, I think it can turn bearish at the daily fair value gap for short-term shorts, then target the all-time highs. Where's the daily fair value gap? I should pay attention to that. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty clear higher time frame draw. This is a good spot. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a wide open, unmitigated daily fair value gap. Like the market is probably trading up to that. Ultimately, not today, but in general, I think it's probably trading up to that daily gap. That's a good eye. Yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Fair play. Fair play, bro. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, solid. Spot on. Spot on analysis. I like it. Samar says I got 2,000 point buys in Bitcoin. Interesting. Hi, Zach. I just wanted to thank you for all the hard work you put in and all of the giveaways. And so I haven't won, but hopefully soon. I hope you win too, man. All right. All right. Coming back down. Going to tap into this fair value gap. Should we try to christen the Apex accounts? Part of me still feels like this is going to happen, man. Let's give this one more shot. Oop, we know we don't want 24 micros on one account. We need to set up the copy trader. We just got another inversion. Yeah, we'll give it a moment. We'll give it a moment. We don't want to get in yet. Tino from Traders Reality gives a pretty good rundown every morning of market news worth checking out. Okay, cool. I feel like this thing might sell off here after stopping us out. I think it might happen, guys. We might get this sell off here. If we inverse this 5-minute gap, I think we can go to midnight. I think that's still in the realm. But like I said, we want to see what happens at that 5-minute gap. Nothing really to force before then. I might take a trade on the Apex accounts. By the way, guys, we've been hitting some better numbers, man. We're really growing with this stream. We're at 115 likes. Y'all, if we can get to 125, I'll run the rest of the giveaways before we head off. So 125 likes, 10 more. Let's hit that, and we'll do the rest of the giveaways too. Five-minute BPR. Let's see. Yeah, you'd be looking at this. This could definitely be a 5-minute BPR. I don't think it's there yet. Oh, unless, no, you're looking at this one for the bullish case. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. 5-minute BPR for the bullish case could go up. Yeah, I can see that, bro. I don't know. Part of me still wants to get short up here for the midnight model. But I think maybe I'm just biased. But I don't know, man. I really don't like to fade the midnight retracement. It just works so often. Hell Saint says, I don't like this price action. Yeah, I'm telling you, New York session's been a bit tough in the morning. But we just that's why you gotta stay composed. Wait for the good setup, take your hit. If it wins, it wins. Great. If it loses, come back tomorrow. We tapped into a 4-hour order block. Did we? Oh, wait. Yeah, of course we did, I think. Yeah, this area, this overall zone. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think we can get a sell-off here. Like, I don't think I'm crazy for it. I think I was just a bit early. You have draws on liquidity below us. You have low resistance liquidity here. Asia and London session. You have midnight open. There's a ton of draws on liquidity here, guys. I might take this. Let's just give it a second. Let's see if we actually get the inverse of that gap. Because if we get that, I think it'll be a good signal. I think until then, this could still just be a pullback for higher. So let's just chill right here. Yeah, and Trump is speaking at 2 o'clock. We do not want to ignore that. Prop for match Discord link is expired? Nah. Here, let me see. You might have the wrong link. It should be in the pinned comment up at the top of the chat, but I'll drop it in the chat box right here. There you go. Click that link that I just put in there. Trump's speech is at 2 p.m. Eastern, so it's going to be in the late PM session. I think we're going to get this inversion, guys. I really do. Inversion's going to play out, I think. I mean, you got 3 minutes left, so let's see. If you inverse that BPR, I think you're good for looking for like this wick 470s to get taken, which means there's room. And again, overall midnight price still there, all the way down at 370s. Here you go. I think you're going to get this. Try to be patient and wait for the closure and then get in on a retest, but we might miss it. That link should work, Electricate. I'm not sure what the issue is. Let me check it myself. It's working for me. The link works just fine, so I'm not sure. That's the link. All right, getting this pullback, guys. Let's see. We just created some relative equal lows right there. So I'm sure it goes a little bit lower. I'd be looking for this wick if you're short. I'd be looking for this wick to get taken out, 475. There you go. Come on, 470s. Or is it just going to sweep it out and go higher again? I feel like this should hit. At least 500. I feel like 500 should go. Like if it totally reversed again, then this market's just being difficult. Okay. It should go to 500, ideally. That's a nice bearish reaction. What is ES looking like? Yeah, ES looks like it should take out that low, man. That would be crazy. Remember, ES left these equal lows. I think until ES should take these lows. So if you're short, you can hold until then at least. Like theoretically, those should hit. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. 25,500. ABD says, I think price will still push up, reacting from the current hourly fair value gap. It can overall. I do think ES needs to take these equal lows. It made perfect equal lows. It would be so surprising to me if we don't take them first. But then if it wants to keep going higher from there, fine, fair play. But at least with the way I view price action, ES should take these equal lows before any significant push back up. Now, the thing about NQ, though, NQ is significantly stronger than ES. ES is more bearish than NQ currently. So NQ doesn't need to take those lows if it doesn't want. But ES should. They made perfect equal lows. Like if it wants to push up here, like back up to the highs, then market is just way too difficult to trade. ES should take those equal lows, which should drive NQ a bit lower too. Like NQ should at least make it down to 25,500, which like it would be brought down by ES taking these equal lows. That's the idea here. Let's see. 500, 25,500. I'm going to set an alert here for 6,833 because we want to know when ES takes those equal lows. Because at that point, if the market wants to reverse there, that's fair play. Okay. 500, 25,500. Close. Beauty. Okay, I closed my short position. I closed it a little bit early. I feel like it's going to hit 500. I think it's even going to go down to 470s, but since we took the L, I wanted to close that one a bit early just in case. Now I'm going to focus on Apex. Still no trades on Apex. Wait, I don't have top one futures on here. Why don't I have top one futures in my list? Here. Okay. $350 times 5 accounts. Here are executions. Here's the loss. This one edged our TP, which was definitely frustrating, but we took the reduced loss. And this was the win. Up 350 times 5. What is that? So up 1,700. Even after a loss. 2 micros. Nothing crazy, bro. Nothing crazy. You don't need to trade minis to make big money. Just copy trade. Great session. Yeah, it's been a good session. Like, again, difficult price action. Like this trade really looked great. I just wanted to be difficult and give that extra sweep, stop people like me out early. but you got to be able to get back in. So here, 500 is going to come. Like, guys, I feel so damn confident now that the market's going to take 470s, but it's like, yesterday I had the same issue where I held my trade a little too long because I took an initial loss and I got edged and then it reversed. So I just didn't want to make the same mistake twice. So even though I feel extremely confident it's going to go take 472 and I could have made an extra couple $100, who cares? Okay, there you go. 500 was just taken. That was my original TP, but I closed it at the market a little bit higher up. Let's go. W's in the chat. A little applause for me. We can celebrate with a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Do I use RSI? No, I do not use the RSI. I used to. There's nothing wrong with it. I think RSI can be helpful, but I don't use RSI. I use pure price action and volume profile. That's it. Yep, we're going to take 470, guys. And then, can we still go to midnight today? I think we can. This, once again, midnight retracement helping me keep the correct bias. Don't sleep on the midnight open price, guys. It's so underrated. It is such an underrated tool. Midnight open price is absolutely key. Damn. This is where you go, damn, I should have held it. It's just ripping lower. Woo! 470's just taken. I love when the market just gives good price action. Again, they made it tough, but at the end of the day, it's still delivered with coherent price action based off my concepts. Midnight open. If you're above the midnight open, you have not retraced to it, you want to look for shorts. Even if the market's going against you, you wait for a short setup. That's it. If you're below the midnight open and you haven't retraced up to it, you look for longs. Above midnight open, market is in a premium. Below midnight open, market is in a discount. Simple rules, very effective. I think we're going to get this retracement down to midnight, guys. I think it's going to happen. Josh, you hit the nail on the head. Previous day's point of control and the midnight open are still available on MNQ. There is still range to the downside. Yep. Midnight open is down at 370. That is another what? Another 100 points away. So there's still range to catch here. I think we're going to go here today. What you would hope for, if you are still looking for a trade, you would hope for a pullback up to previous day's high, something to use as resistance, a fair value gap. There's a 5-minute fair value gap right here. A pullback up to that to then take you to midnight. In a perfect world where it gives you that retracement, that would be ideal. It can happen. But it can also just rip right down. So we'll see. It's pulling back here. Yeah, man, I would not be opposed to looking for a short at previous day's high or like looking for this tap of this 5-minute gap right here. It'd be a deep pullback, but it could happen. Or you could stay on the 1 minute and just look for something up here. One of these 1-minute gaps if you want to be more aggressive. Like this one looks pretty good. Take you down to your main objectives, your main bearish objectives. Midnight from New York time, correct. So I talk about this in the YouTube video, guys. I'm going to link this for you because if you guys are going to watch me on Prop for a Match TV, you want to understand the midnight open really in depth. It's going to help you a lot, especially when looking at my analysis. So I have a YouTube video where I talk about this. I'm going to link it in the chat. And, if you guys like my analysis, you like my trading, hit the subscribe button. Can't hurt. Helps me out. You know what I'm saying? And I put out a ton of free content on there. Ton of free content. I've taken over 6 figures in payouts this year. And I got a ton of free YouTube content out. I go over exactly how I trade in depth. But yeah, it's midnight New York time, Eastern Standard. That's very important. A lot of people, they look at the midnight open from their time zone. That doesn't mean anything. It's about New York time only. Do I know about equilibrium? Absolutely. I use equilibrium 50% retracements all the time, premium and discount. Yes. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, man. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Also, Trump speaking, wouldn't you say is risky? Yeah, but trading is a risk, man. Trading is always risky. There's a fine line between trading in a risky market and capturing volatility. Like, you need to capture volatility and exploit it. That's what low time frame trading is. So we need those risky conditions where the market is going to move a lot. It's just about managing risk. Can I explain the trade? Yeah, I can do a quick overview of this trade before we run our giveaway. Remember, guys, we're going to run a giveaway soon. We're going to give away our last 3 or 4 accounts. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're going to give away our last 4 accounts very soon. So stay tuned for that. Join our Discord so you're ready to go when we announce it. But yeah, let me explain this trade in detail real quick. Okay, let's go here to trading view. Damn, we are ripping lower. Okay, we'll start from the beginning. We got to look at, let's take off the volume profile levels for now. Let's just focus on the midnight open, okay? Because this is really the basis, the foundation of this trade. First off, if we go to the higher time frame, one thing we just want to be aware of is that we are in a deep premium. So somebody mentions this. They mentioned equilibrium, right? So what equilibrium is the 50% retracement. So the theory is that the market will revert back to equilibrium, which would be a 50% retracement of a big price leg. So if you pull a fib from the all-time high all the way to the most recent low that we put in on November 21st, we drag that out. Here, let me do this. There's our 50% retracement from this swing high all the way down to this swing low. Equilibrium is as simple as this. If you're below this 50% retracement, the market is in a discount. Easier to buy it when the market is in a discount. If you're above the 50%, market is in a premium. So above 50% premium, easier to short theoretically. That doesn't mean you just go short, but this is the first confluence that we were looking at. Market's in a deep premium on the higher time frame, okay? Step number 2. Key level. We're tapping into a key level. We can keep it simple with this order block area. So we had a 4-hour order block zone right here. Right? Just this overall zone, the last up close candle before down close move, 4-hour order block. You could also call it supply. This general consolidation before we had a strong price leg down. Resistance, supply, order block, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So we know we're in a key level, key resistance zone when the market is in a deep premium. Step number 3. This is where our intraday levels come into play now. That's our higher time frame level and our higher time frame context. Intraday, we have the midnight open. This is one of my key levels, and it's very similar to the equilibrium concept of premium and discount. This is for intraday though. So it goes like this. If the market is below the midnight open, then we are in a discount of the daily trading range. So once again, we're using premium and discount concepts. If the market is above the midnight open, then we are in a premium of the daily trading range. Easier to short when we're above midnight open, easier to long when we're below the midnight open, okay? Now, we have data that roughly 70% of the time, the market retraces to the midnight open in the New York session. So at 9:30 a.m., from then on, we have a 70% chance that the market is going to come back down or up to that midnight open price. So on a day like today, 9:30 open is right here. We are above the midnight open and we have not retraced to the midnight open yet. So I am looking for shorts to trade the retracement down to the midnight open. What is the last thing I need, though? I have my drawn liquidity. We have our key levels. We have our higher time frame context. The last piece of the puzzle is the entry signal. What I do, and the video that I linked gives you a very mechanical, easy way to get an entry. You trade the first inversion fair value gap in the direction of the midnight open. So in this context, we open up above midnight. We want to trade short down to midnight. We're going to trade the first inversion fair value gap that presents in that direction. So we actually took a loss on our first trade. Here's the first inversion that occurred in the direction of midnight right here. I took this trade. It lost. I had my stop around here. Trade lost, right? I ended up reducing my stop as it went against me, so I was able to manage my risk pretty well. But okay, fair enough. Now, is my bias totally changed? Not necessarily. What happens here? What does the market do? Wow, this thing is selling off. We swing failure pattern. We sweep liquidity. We come above this swing high, but we can't close above it. When I saw that, I got short again. This time, I took a 1 minute inversion, okay? Here was that trade. Where was it? This one. I took the first 1 minute inversion that presented. I got in a little late right here. Market comes up, retests the inversion, and we got our short down here. Now, same context, same directional bias, same drawn liquidity. We just gave it another shot. That's why it's important to not oversize, don't over leverage, reduce risk when you can so you have another bullet in the chamber to take another trade. Sometimes you're going to be stopped out, but not completely invalidated on your idea. You're going to get another entry. You want to have the room to give it another go. And yeah, that's what we did. So that's the idea in a nutshell. Hope that made sense. If anyone has questions, let me know. But yeah, that's it. Adib is asking, Zach, bro, I have a question. In percent, how much of your strategy do you upload on YouTube and how much is there in paid version? If I only watch your YouTube stream, can you? Yeah, you can learn it, bro. You also watch me stream here for free every single day. So like, you're going to learn how I trade. Yeah, like obviously on the ASFX TV course, I'm like as in-depth as humanly possible, but you can learn everything on YouTube too. You're going to learn, you're going to have a better chance at learning things in a very organized, coherent way with the paid course on ASFX TV, but theoretically you can learn everything on my YouTube channel. And I plan to start uploading a lot more on YouTube soon. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's how it goes. Hope that made sense. All right, guys, let's get this giveaway before we head off. 4 accounts to give away. Is the 70% chance on 5-minute IFEG? So no, it's not a 70% chance that the setup, that it's not a 70% win rate setup automatically. It's 70% of the time the market trades to the midnight open. That's it. There's nothing about a setup there. The setup is formulated based off that data. I'm not saying, does that make sense? 70% of the time, the market trades to midnight. So I created a trading strategy around that data set. I think that makes sense, probably. Yeah, we're going to do a new list. Let's do it. Okay. Guys, go over to PFM, the Prop for Match Discord channel, and let's get this going. Go over to the stream chat. And let's do this. All you guys entering early, I didn't give you a keyword. Type inversion to enter the giveaway. Bang. There we go. Get those entries in, boys and girls. Let's go. Thank you for your time, Mehdi. Thank you for your time, man. Thank you for watching. while we get this giveaway going, guys, I'll let you guys get your entries in. Always just a healthy reminder. Listen, if you don't win a giveaway today, you have another chance tomorrow. We give away like a ton of accounts every single day here on Prop Firm Match TV. So remember to subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe to Prop Firm Match TV. Turn the bell icon on so you get notified when we go live. But, you know, we go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. We have guests every single day. I live trade. I'm the host. We've taken 20K in payouts out in the last 5 weeks on Prop Firm Match TV, and we're working on another. We might have 30K in payouts in under 2 months, all from trades taken here. So, you know, we're cooking, man. We got a lot of things planned. But if you don't win an account and you still want to get the best deals possible, you can go to propfirmmatch.com. Listen, go to the futures section here if you want to get set up with futures. Code Match will get you the best discount possible on any of the Prop Firm Match listed firms, okay? Some of my personal favorites right now, Top One Futures, 57.5% off. That's what I'm trading right here. I took advantage of that deal. I got 5 accounts funded. So if I get this thing to $3,000, I'll be able to take a $12,000 payout when I got them for 57.5% off with Code Match. Just crazy deals. Shout out Apex, 80% off Code Match, $40 activation fee. Just so many good deals right here. You got Tradeify, 30% off. But always go ahead, check here. The cool thing about Prop Firm Match, you can go in, compare these firms, go to challenges, check the drawdown, the profit target, what the price is, what you would be saving with a Code Match. There's just so much you can do here. And yeah, you'll always get the best discount if you use Code Match. So shout out all of that. But all right, guys, I'll give you guys another like 30 seconds. Let's get these last few entries in and let's run it. Market pulling back up, man. Let's go. Let's go. I want a prop firm earlier. Could you show an example of what we're supposed to send from Discord to the Prop Firm Match support? So if you want an account, literally just DM them, say, hey, I want an account. My Discord handle is, and give them your Discord handle, and they'll take it from there. Super simple. Hey, Kenny says, just bought myself an instant funded account with Top One for $92 using Code Match. There you go. Told you guys. Crazy good deal right now. Zach, bro, I have a serious question. Why does futures firms not have spread, but CFD firms do? Great question. Again, this goes back to futures is a more mature, reliable, and efficient market. What CFDs are doing, if you're trading NAS 100, so you're trading a CFD contract of the NASDAQ, what that CFD contract is doing is mimicking the futures contract. That's why you have different prices. Now, what people love about futures is that it's all done on a centralized exchange via the CME. NAS 100 or SPX on these CFD brokers, all of these different brokers have different data feeds. So what they do is they have the ability to manipulate the spread, manipulate slippage, because it's all coming from their data feed that is mimicking the futures contract. What people love about futures is that you don't have anything to deal with that. You have no spread, virtually no slippage, because it is one of the most liquid markets and they do not manipulate the spread. There is no spread. So that's why people prefer futures, especially if you're a low time frame trader. You have so much more edge than if you're trying to trade the exact same trades. If you took the same exact trades on NQ futures versus NAS 100 over the span of 100 trades, if you took the exact same trades, you would have a ton more profit on the futures side because you got no spread, no slippage. People underestimate how powerful that is. But all right, enough of my ranting. Let's get this going. All right, I'm gonna copy all these names. We got a lot of entries. Here we go. We can just get this going. All right, just getting my list going, guys. Getting it made right now. Okay, got it right here. Let's do it. I have 4 accounts to give away, so let's run this. We'll do 2 here and then 2 duck race. On 3, 1, 2. Kiwi Canadian, let's go. Shout out. Let me find you on Discord. Hold on. Taking off my headphones. They're hurting my ears. Okay. Kiwi Canadian. Let me find you on Discord real quick. There you are. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 3 more to give away. By the way, guys, this is how you claim your account if you don't know. You go over to PFM support on X. I'll link it right here in the chat. Hey, that's you, Kirsty. Shout out. Awesome. Beautiful. Love it. You're going to send them over a DM, show them proof of your Discord handle, and you're good to go. Super easy. So let's do another one. Trader in training. I like it. Trader in training. You are the next winner. And I found you on Discord. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Again, just go to PFM support on X and they'll get you hooked up with your account. Just show them proof of your Discord handle. All right, we'll do a duck race for the last 2. I got to go eat some lunch after this, guys. I'm freaking starving. We made our money for the day. We're chilling now. That's what I love about trading, man. All right, come on, Ducky. Come on, Ducky, let's go. Here we go. On 3, 1, 2. I gotta drink some hot tea, man. I've never yapped so much in my life since I started this 4-hour stream. I love it, but that's the one downside. So much yapping, my throat be killing me. Amia FX. Mia FX. Let me find you on Discord real quick. Got you. I really got this system down now. Listen, I'm a trader. You know what I mean? I've never been the most organized person. That's why I became a trader. But I do have a system here. All right, we'll remove that name. And we'll do one last giveaway. I just saw my duck doing a reverse. All right, last giveaway chat. We ready? Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm watching. I stay quiet now because I don't want to jinx anyone. So I stay quiet with the ducks. Oh, I forgot the gong. You're right, dude. I forgot the gong. Next time, tomorrow. Oh, oh. I said nothing. I said nothing. Ooh. A-Dib. A-Dib. You were the winner of the last giveaway. Let me save your name. A-Dib. Let me find you on Discord real quick. Got you. All right, boom. Okay, chat. I mean, that is the last of the giveaways. Shout out to everyone who won. Again, just go over to PFM support on X. I'll link it here in the chat for you one more time. To claim your account, you just go here. They'll get you hooked up. And listen, guys, I mean, it's only Tuesday. We got 3 more days of streaming. We're giving away this many accounts every single day. So if you didn't win today, come back tomorrow. And listen, you got a ton of opportunities to win accounts. Also, you got a ton of opportunities to trade with me live and just make your money that way. You know what I'm saying? Buy your own accounts. But we love hooking everyone up. Just thank you, everyone, for being here. And again, you know, last reminder, guys, in the meantime, if you are looking for some of the best discounts, head on over to propformatch.com. Future section, there's a ton of good value right now. You still got some like Black Friday-esque deals going on. So take advantage. You got 30% off my funded futures, 57.5% off top one futures, Apex trader funding 80% off, $40 activation fees, Tradeify 30% off, a ton more options, all with Prop Firm Match listed firms. Just use code MATCH at checkout and you'll get that hookup. So yeah, take advantage while it's here. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And yeah, we're just going to keep it rolling. See y'all tomorrow in the morning. And that's it. Peace and love, gang. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.